Grand rising, you guys. Still celebrating 1K over here at LRGA Curves. Thank you for taking your time this morning to come over here and play with me in these YouTube streets. Grand rising, Irene. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope you got your mind, body, spirit time in this morning and we're able to set the tone for your day and get it started in a most positive way, because that's what you deserve, Irene, and anybody else in the chat listening. Thanks for coming into LRGA Curves today. You know what we're going to do? We're going to run through a recap of Real Housewives of Miami real quick, y'all. That's what we are here to do. And you know how I do it. I don't particularly go in any kind of order. I go in the order of my mind. My mind's telling me no. Anyway, my mind's usually telling me yes, you guys. That's really what it's usually telling me. So we're going to go in order of my thoughts. And I usually just go by the people. Well, on your way in this morning to LRGA Curves, if you could, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video, and so you can become part of this beautiful, curvy community that we are growing over here in these YouTube streams. So let's jump right in, you guys. Real Housewives of Miami. Now look, it seems that Bravo is having quite the implosion as far as programming. Everything that we thought was the truth is turning out to be a lie across franchises, from the amount of money that they have, to how they got their money, to how they spend their money, where they spend their money, who they spend their money with, who they sleeping with, who they really sleeping with, who they really in a relationship with. I mean, all of the freaking smoke and mirrors, the mirrors are cracking and the smoke is dissipating, you guys. And we are left with the reality that we've been bamboozled. You guys, everything in these Bravo streets is like, that's a lie. We could have been talking about that. And you guys, the people who know. But luckily, so far, Real Housewives of Miami has continued to deliver in what appears to be an authentic season so far. An authentic, possibly real season. Hey, we asked for reality TV, and we might have one franchise that's actually serving us reality. So far, so good, you guys. We haven't heard anything come out about that there was really something else going on, and they were really sleeping, dating, being with somebody else, spending somebody else's money. So I do have to give it up to the Real Housewives of Miami for serving the best franchise season so far this of all of the current running shows, in my opinion, on Bravo, as far as housewife franchise. So we're going to give it up to Real Housewives of Miami. They take the cake so far. Yes, Real Housewives of Miami. And you know what I like best about Real Housewives of Miami? Did everybody watch? That's right. Oh, look, Magdalene Lamar. Good morning. Thank you for coming through. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Miami. I'm going to be... Oh, okay. Right on. Yes, hit that like button. Thank you. I don't want to disturb you at work. Thanks for being here, though. So, okay, Real Housewives of Miami. Now, the ladies came out. They looked fantastic. Let's just look real quick. I'm going to take my picture off, and we're going to get to see what the ladies had on. Just a second. Not that camera. Okay, so everybody, as you can see, was dressed to the nines, and the women came out, and I thought it was funny when the women came out and Andy was like, ooh, Gertie, look at that dress. Sarah Bay from Paris, bonjour, mon ami. Andy said, look at that dress to Gertie when she came out in that 25-pound chain number, you guys. It was such a beautiful dress. And Andy's all, oh, stand up for me. And so she stands up and she takes a twirl. And he's like, that is really something, like in a positive way. And then he looks at Julia and he said, oh, Julia, I like that dress too. And she said, you want me to stand up? You want me to stand up too? Yes. I don't know how to say good afternoon. Bonjour is good morning. Bonsoir is good evening. What is good afternoon? Bon nuit, bon année, bon... I don't know. You'll have to refresh it. But yeah, Julia stood up and she was like, you want to see mine too? And then he went over and he said to Alexia, he's like, oh, and Alexia was like, oh, I can stand up too. And Alexia stood up. Alexia stood up because she was born a star, you guys. She's a star. Everybody wants to be in her orbit, you guys. She's a star. And she had to stand up too because Gertie got to stand up. He asked Gertie to stand up. Now, he didn't ask Julia to stand up, but she stood up too. And Alexia started the show off, hit the ground running. She was not going to be outdone, you guys. And she stood right up and was like, look, I'm doing a Halle Berry number in the back. Really? Was that Halle Berry? Or was that like Miami? I mean, that is pretty much what you've had on all season, Alexia. And bon après-midi. Yes. Après-midi. Bon après-midi. Bonjour. Bon après-midi. Après-midi. Yes. Yes. I love you guys talking it out. Bon après-midi. Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm so glad she came by, right? Right on. So I just feel like Alexia and her barracuda ass is so... She's a pick-me. Everybody keeps using the word pick-me for other people. I feel like Alexia is the biggest pick-me on Real Housewives of Miami. If it's not for her, by her, about her, she's not interested. And she finds a way to make it about her every single time. She even was making... She disrespected Julia's entire nationality by saying Russians are prostitutes. And ultimately ended up making it about her. That is how crazy freaking Alexia is in her love of herself. She thinks everybody wants to be her. And you know what they say about apples and trees, you guys. Oh, no way. Awesome. Is good pronunciation. So, awesome. My French from high school paid off, you guys. That French in high school really paid off. And actually, a little known fact is that my great-grandmother, Florence, is French from France and used to speak French to my grandmother. And my grandmother spoke French to us growing up, like a broken kind of French. And so, yeah, so I used to take French as my elective in classes growing up. So it's good to know that it came back because I haven't had to use it since I was trying to impress my husband in 1998. Okay. So, but that's excellent. Thanks for the feedback, Sarah. So yeah, Alexia is crazy, you guys. Alexia. Did anybody notice how I spell it here? I'm going to put it in the chat how I have to spell it. That's how I have to spell it. Because in order to remember how to pronounce it, because I was calling her Alexia or something. Anyway, it was wrong. It was wrong. Listen to my California girl speaking French. Let's go, Larja. That's right. California with French in my blood. So yeah, so that's excellent. Right on. I have to call her Alexia though, because I don't want to remember her name because she's been such a terror in her what appears to be so far an authentic season. But I was going to tell you guys about apples and trees with Alexia. And you know, all those racist comments that she's been saying, and all of those, what a lot of people would love to call a microaggression or discriminatory, bigoted comments, where she like lumps and generalizes complete races in with stereotypes. Those comments. Well, as it turns out, the apple don't fall far from the tree, because Peter, her son Peter, the one who was on this season, last season, tried to fight her new husband, who actually I think needs to break her off some more vitamin D, and she might come off a little more happy in her first year of marriage. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, Peter, you guys, did you hear what Peter said about when the little girl from The Little Mermaid trailer came out over the weekend? So the Oscars happened this weekend. And Chloe Bailey's sister, Halle Bailey, you know, the little black girl with locks, and her sister sing songs, and they used to sing like Beyonce, or did Beyonce discover them or whatever? They're twinning, right? And or just sisters that sing great. One's thick, one's thin. So the thin one, Haley, gets to be the new Little Mermaid. And anybody who knows anything about Disney knows that Disney never has hardly any black anything. And they took a long time for them to get a black princess that they ultimately turned into a freaking frog. Anyway, she couldn't even stay a fucking princess to enjoy her stuff. Anyway, don't get me started on that. Get me started on how Peter, Alexia's son, was like, oh, let's just be glad that they kept Wendy and Peter white, because the new Tinkerbell is supposed to be black. Did you guys hear that? Yes, he said something very rude. Here, I'm going to pull it up. Alexia, what's her name? Alexia Barracuda. You put in Alexia and it says Barracuda. Alexia, RHOM. What's it say her name is? Nipola. Alexia Nipola's son, Peter Neopola. Son, yes. Not okay. Peter, yes, Peter News. Yeah, he was like saying really reckless stuff. Did she already scrub the net? Is it gone? Gee, let's hurry up and look. Oh my gosh. No way. Okay. But anyway, yeah, he said something. Peter's Disney comments. It came up the other day so easy. And now it's gone. Darn, I should have took a screenshot. Anyway, yeah, he said something very rude. Here it is on Reddit. Leave it to Reddit, you guys. Was that the comment? Oh, and let's talk about your son's father. No, that's not that one. Anyway, he said some off-colored stuff about how we need to keep them white, or I'm so glad they didn't change them to white after it got found out that she was going to be, Tinkerbell was going to be black. And I think Tinkerbell, I mean, that's not a far reach. There were definitely black fae. Anyway, 6 days ago, reacts. Anyway, so when I bring it up, I'll be able to show you. Yeah. And I don't know how Alexia, who in this episode, Alexia, has the nerve to talk about everybody else when one of her husbands was gay. The other one was a freaking and is currently serving time in jail for drugs. Her dad supposedly got his money from drugs. And she's always telling everybody about their decisions and their choices and the people in their life and like their moral compass. And she's from the freaking, her tree is criminals and freaking, unfortunately, her father was in the closet. So, but she's sitting on this saying everything to everybody else like it is law. Here it is. I found a little bit of it I can show you guys. Thanks again for tuning in to LRGA Curves this morning. If you haven't already, smash the buttons, share the video, leave a comment. But look right here, 3 days ago, when Disney announced that Tinkerbell in the new Peter Pan movie is black, Peter tweeted, "At least Peter Pan is still white." Did you guys see that? I'm like, dude, it's freaking fantasy, but that's what I'm talking about. Alexia is taught her sons how to be that way, and now they are that way, and she gets a pass, and by proxy, he's probably going to get a pass. But yeah, that is what he said. At least Peter and Wendy are still white. Yeah, I can't with Alexia. In my opinion, she's still stuck on 16. No empathy for anyone. Exactly. And because she never really became the star that her parents raised her to be. Or did she? Did she used to be on like a telenova somewhere that I don't know about and didn't watch? I don't know. What's good, Morgan D? Thanks for coming through. Yeah, I can't with Alexia. She seems very arrested at high school. She seems arrested development, ninth grade, 10th grade, maybe, mean girls, cool girls, circle, nerds, kind of, our team against your team. We're popular and pretty. You're sitting over there. We're going to say whatever we want because we get a pretty pass. And you're going to have to sit over there and listen and eat our leftovers because we're popular and pretty and we can do no wrong. And she's kind of giving me Giselle vibes. Am I crazy, or is she giving me Giselle vibes? Like, and also what Giselle does is she has supposedly a life. Both Giselle and Alexia both have pretty girl syndrome. Don't have to do much, expect it all. Could be talking about their life. But don't talk a lot about their personal life. Now, I know Alexia shared Frankie's story, and she showed us that she got married, but she hasn't showed us how her and her husband interact other than a little yelling and no PDA. They're not screaming like, "Ooh, I want to jump your bones" vibes at all. You know, it almost seems like an arrangement. And that also is very Giselle, because we know everybody Giselle brought on the show is an arrangement. Nobody wants to be at the hot box, allegedly. And so, yeah, but Alexia, I feel like she needs to show us more of her life, her particular, like her everyday life. I mean, unless she really does every day only care for Frankie, which is amazing if she does that. But if she doesn't, then I would like to see more of her actual life before she comes for everybody claiming that she's a star the way that she claims she's a star, you know? And she's more like a dying star, a burning out star. Stars shine brightest right before they burn out. Shine bright like a diamond, you know? She's always arguing. She started off, "Oh, this is about me. This is my segment." And she argued with everybody. She prolonged her segment. One person's segment got to last 48 minutes and the episode was only 49. She forces her stardom on people at this point, you guys. Lexi, and I'm not sure why freaking Marisol got to come out at all and promote her drinks. Did you guys see that Lexia said that her drinks were, that Marisol said that she was practically pretending to be a drinker like that because what she's really doing is promoting her freaking alcohol that she's gonna come out. Alexia has shown us her life. Yeah, she's shown us her life, like, but just a quick glimpse. Like, she shows us lots of scenes with Frankie so that we stay empathetic towards her and forgive all of her racist comments and microaggressions towards everybody else on the cast for no reason. But she doesn't show us like her and Todd interacting as much as I'd like to see as a real housewife of Miami. Like that could have been like a huge storyline for me. That I would have loved to see their interaction, how they're blending their families and stuff like that. But she kind of just seemed to run behind whatever Marisol said and argue with the ladies instead of show us her real life, you know? But she does show us her life. She is an OG, and I think she might have to go the places OGs go, Sebastian, off my TV. Because Alexia, the Barracuda, the Terror, Alexia the Terror, she's not amicable, she's not fun, she's argued with everybody up there, everybody. Alexia doesn't want to really talk about her life except Frankie and how amazing Peter is. Peter's not amazing if he's so happy that everybody's staying white. Please. Yeah. He's not so amazing. They're apples and trees. She only said that, oh no, here comes Sebastian. Uh-oh. She only said she was a she only said she was a star to defend herself. No, she constantly is like, I'm a star. She had to defend herself against being called
Let me tell you something.
Was a Russian whore.
She told her I'm going to say this. Can I say something? She has not. Okay, first of all,
I love it.
We are not going to call her a racist. She's not racist. Okay,
I'll clean it up. Not racist. She says racist stuff, and she does.
She is not a racist.
Okay,
I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason she said that to Julia, number one, there's a lot of rumors about Julia. We have to be honest.
It's not a rumor, it's a truth.
There's a lot of rumors about her being
Grand Rising.
Julia in Paris, she was into clubs.
Oh, wait. Sebastian's not all the way done yet. We're going to try to take turns this morning.
Julia has been known to be doing stuff like this all over the world.
To be a prostitute?
No.
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're alleging?
The rumors. They're rumors. These are more rumors. But I'm just saying, maybe at that moment.
Yeah, like Marisol, I completely agree with you. Marisol,
Marisol does not show her life at all on the show.
Not at all. And I'm done. I'm done with her.
You need to realize, Alexia said herself, the only reason why she came back to the show when she was offered, because I think she said she initially declined. But it was due to the fact that people kept on asking, how is Frankie? The fans kept on asking, how is Frankie?
Oh.
Yes, it's true. It's true what you said, Sebastian. Exactly that. She was to say come back. So baba.
Alexia was not coming back on the show.
Next year?
No, like season 4 when the reboot happened, she was not going to come back. She only came back because the fans kept on asking about Frankie.
It's sure to make a statement?
Then she should have became a friend to the show and left.
Well, the thing is, she's worth more than the friends to the show. That's the issue.
Yes, it's true.
So was she like a Telemundo star I don't know nothing about, or
no? No, don't say that. Don't say that, Curves. That's problematic. If we're gonna talk about problematic, that's problematic.
Is she make a statement?
Well, she wouldn't have been on Telemundo, or what?
No, she could. Why would she be on Telemundo? Telemundo's is scripted TV. They don't really have reality shows like that.
No, she said she's a star. She keeps talking about her parents raised her to be a star. So
well, that's the thing. I'm going to say this.
Latino
parents, this is a problem in the Latino community. Okay. They raise their daughters to be little princesses. Raise them to be stars and raise their sons like shit.
Oh, think, yes, I see that. Okay.
So this is something that stems from her childhood, where she says, "I'm a star, I'm a star." Maybe if she was bullied, because y'all need to remember, I think Alexia came to the U.S. after she didn't come to. She wasn't born in the U.S. So maybe when she was bullied in school, that's what she would say to herself to like.
Well, she need to get over it.
But for Julia, I understand why she said that to her, because it's not rumors what happened in France. Because you remember, Julia is living here in Paris. She's very well known, you know.
Thank you, Sarah.
So she was a Paris model, and she's very well known.
Okay, what I heard, what I see, it's a true fact. It happened. She was, you know, the lover from a man. He was a heir for big, you know, fortune of in France. Okay, she get into, you know, swinging club. Okay, she had, okay, I sent you the article, but I sent you the story. Julia had who is his name, because it's very well known. Julia, she was with a very well known, I think it was a Rothschild. I'm not sure.
Oh,
okay. I will tell you that. Julia Lemigova. Okay, now I will tell you who it is exactly. Julia Lemigova. Okay. She was with Edward Stern. Okay. Edward Stern, he was a very, very high family of high French society. And you know,
okay.
Oh, are you talking about that article you sent me about the baby thing and everything?
Yes, and she was.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that before. So you guys, what Sarah's talking about is that you know that one of Julia's babies was kidnapped and alive. And all of this stuff.
Okay, Edward Stern is from the family of the Stern banks. He's like a Rockefeller, you know, JP Morgan, this high.
Like the Rockefellers, JP Morgan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was getting a sad SM, you know, relationship with them. She was very well known in some clubs and that. And Edward Stern was, he was killed by his other mistress during a session of SM.
Mon Dieu.
Who's Anna? Just simply, who's Anna?
Okay, and you know, Julia had a kid with him, and his son is called Maximilian Stern. Okay.
Yeah, little baby Maximilian, and they never found him, right?
Nanny, a Bulgarian nanny, she mysteriously died. This little baby, for him, pray for him, on my condolences for her. And the situation was very fishy. And at this time, you can disappear like that because we don't have Europe. You know, you can go away. It's very complicated to get out from France. Everything. She disappeared, and she makes some accusation about this story. The kid was, you know, terminated because of the link with the Stern, you know, Edward, and don't get the heritage.
Oh,
yeah, that's crazy.
I do know this. You asked who is Anna. Anna's from Anna Kinkosis. She was on Miami. The Alexia's not xenophobic. Y'all need to stop with this nonsense. She's not. Oh, no.
We said she makes xenophobic comments.
And yes, in some way,
She's suspect.
When she said that about Russian woman, she created a stigma, a stereotype. I'm sorry, much saying she created a racistic stigma because she make
but that stigma was all out there, though.
No, because you know, she's on TV. She had a responsibility what she said. She can be very mean with everybody, but when you get on this stigmatization, I'm not agree with you, Sebastian, very politely.
Yeah, Alexia is problematic.
But the thing is, we need to acknowledge she apologized. I'm going to say this. I mean, Peacock did a bad thing. She apologized soon after because they showed that scene.
Mm-hmm.
She apologized soon after. But Peacock wanted to be shady and save that little scene till the reunion, Corey.
Did she apologize?
Yes, she did. But I know damn well if it was a white woman like Ramona, what's her name? Who's the one who says problematic stuff, but they still allow her to be on?
Ramona,
No.
Leah from Dallas, she make a statement from Spanish people too. She was fired after that. She
got
What's
fired.
her name? We know her name.
Yeah, she was like, "You're a good old Mexican, aren't you?" Remember, she was saying it to that girl
in
like
Dallas. She said that on Dallas.
On Dallas, yeah.
What's it called? She said some problematic stuff about certain races, and she's still on.
Ramona?
Ramona's not relevant anymore.
On which franchise?
What's it called?
Shannon Bador?
No,
I don't think Shannon did.
He does.
No, Shannon is problematic. Shannon does. Shannon makes racist jokes, and Canberra racist, yes, especially
and they never do anything.
Anti-Semitic.
Why does he got to do something?
Jokes.
Why does Andy Cohen got to drag Alexia? Is it because Alexia's Latina? Is it because English is not her first language?
He doesn't have to. You're right. He doesn't do anything about
he's not up Shannon Bador's ass.
Okay, I just had a question. When Shannon Bador made this allegedly anti-Semitic and racist comment, because
no way is this true?
Yes, it is true. Go back and look at
it is true.
The season with when Bronwyn first started. Her and Bronwyn's mother made a lot of anti-Semitic jokes,
and she has the nerve to sit here and talk about other people's judgments on men.
Mm-hmm.
But is it true? Is that Deborah and Terry Deborah they are not Jew?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Shannon
does make a lot of problematic stuff. Even though I kind of do like her on the show, she's very problematic.
I don't like her crazy.
Really, Shannon Bador? I never really noticed.
Check the season that Bronwyn came on. Sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry to overtalk you.
I'm sorry, but I'm very surprised what you say. And she made that statement. Bronwyn show was very problematic, but I never. What episode she said that? But I didn't see that on any vlog, anything. I'm very surprised.
They didn't catch it. I don't think they caught it. I don't think they caught it because it was the most offensive was when they first met Bronwyn's mother. When Bronwyn first came on OC, they were at dinner, and it was Kelly Dodd, it was Shannon Bador, and Tamara. Made the same joke about Jewish people.
No.
Yes, at the table. And then
Andy doesn't ixnay them because he don't play about his people.
Exactly. What happened was I'm always picking these girls apart with a fine-tooth comb.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna have to talk about it later. You have to catch it. The cameras caught it, but no one really blinked,
talked about it,
because no one else caught it but me.
Okay, they are filming that moment. Is filming. We see that on the show. We see that when they do this, anti-Semitic joke or not? Because I don't.
They did. I can tell you. I can tell you the season. I can tell you which episode, but I don't know the number of the episode.
Okay,
you speaking about that real quick. The Bronwyn season, her mother's season, I do remember her saying she would never be Brownwyn or something like that.
And then when her mom got into it with someone on the yacht.
On the ship, on that yacht for the fashion show.
Yep.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
People are saying because Alexia said Gertie's difficult to work with, it implies a stereotype.
It does.
First of all, she's been married before. Gertie, I'm not going to say she's difficult to work with, but you have to acknowledge that Gertie's a specialized event planner. So she has a lot of requirements that she, like forms and stuff that she wants you to fill out.
Okay.
Before you do work together.
Okay.
Right.
So for someone who's been married before, she really doesn't want to do all that.
Then she shouldn't hire Gertie.
Exactly.
She didn't know that Gertie's like that, though.
Well, it almost came off when Gertie gave her all those papers to read. I remember it well.
Can you get out?
She was so excited. She was like, "I want everything to do. This is what I give all my clients." So it wasn't Alexi.
His car. He drove his own.
She said, "I give this to all my clients. Just fill it up, and then we'll go from here." It was like a 4-page questionnaire, and you know how it came off? It almost came off like Alexia can't read. The reluctance and disdain she had for even being given paper to write down her dreams. It came off very like, oh, damn, who am I going to get to read this for me? And better yet, who am I going to get to write it for me? And that's how it came off. It wasn't a
come
hard
off
thing to
as
do.
that. But you know what? I'm not saying that she does not have a certain stereotype towards Gertie. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that she's putting Gertie down because Gertie's a black woman. I don't see that. Because at the end of the day, they still love each other because they're always on Instagram together. They say we fight, we heal, we like sisters and everything. They don't have any sentiments towards each other like that. But I do know for a fact, I personally believe, I don't think Alexia, if she did say that, I don't think she meant it because Gertie's black. I personally think that she's probably doing it because she's been married before and she does not really want to do so much of these like forms and stuff. That's probably why. Because if you've done something before,
I'm sorry.
Well, if you don't want to talk to me about it, if you don't want to talk to your party planner about the party, and you don't want to fill
it's not talking to the party planner about the party. It's filling out all these certain requirements. And if you've done it before, why would you want to do it again? Why would you want to do all this again?
She's the one that asked Gertie and then why not just be honest? Be like, Gertie, I don't know how to read or write. I can't fill this out right now. Why don't you just
nice curves?
It?
That isn't
curves. That was very wrong. I'm giving her a hard time. I'm giving her a hard time on purpose.
But I'm saying this. I 100% am going to say this again.
Okay.
I don't believe Alexia is racist. Alexia's great grandmother could look like Gertie, maybe.
How does she treat her great grandmother?
I don't know. She's probably dead.
Yeah, but how would she treat her great grandmother? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think she would treat her great grandmother that bad. Listen. She probably would still love her, and we need to acknowledge that Alexia's English is not as advanced. Since y'all wanted to try to do that little English thing with Adriana, and y'all were trying to defend Adriana, y'all wanted to say, "Oh, her English. Oh, she speaks 5 languages." Yeah, Curves, I'm coming for you right now.
I know.
She speaks 5 languages. Maybe she just missaid what she said. Alexia's English is not that good. She can't even say Carl.
You're right.
And still
she doesn't even speak 5 languages. I don't know if she went to an extension program or not. I could get off of Alexia. I could if she wasn't such a terror. If she humbled herself
without her being a terror, what would we have on this show? Without her being a terror, what would we have?
A nice show of people getting along and not being like always in conflict. She says she projects everything. She projects
really has the biggest issues on these shows.
She projects on Gertie and says, "Oh, you're difficult to work with, bitch. You're a barracuda. You're literally a terror to be in the room with, Miss I'm a Star, and nobody else is." And everybody who's Russian is a prostitute, and all the Chinese people are tacky, and you know what I mean. She said about she told the lady that her house was tacky because it was Chinese decor.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Another thing is, Alexia, as I'm going to say this, yes, this season, I used to love her a lot. This season, she has done a lot of things that I can't agree with. And people are starting to push out this narrative that, Alexia's probably a Republican, which is not true at all. This woman has campaigned with Barack, and I do think she campaigned for the Biden administration as well.
Oh, right on. That's good to know.
And she's also problematic. She can still be problematic. Of course, you can still be problematic and still be a liberal. I'm not saying that.
She has some unconscious bias.
You're right. It takes time to learn. Once she learns, she'll realize that the things that she says.
I don't really think she cares.
Well, the thing is, there's a certain point when you reach a certain age in your life where you really don't care. Like my parents, for example, as I said, my mother could pass as biracial. My father's black. Even both of them, still to this day, they make problematic comments, and I have to tell them, no, you can't say that anymore. You cannot say that anymore. Like, certain things they still say. I'm just like, this is a problem. Like, y'all should not be saying this anymore.
Yeah,
it's an age thing. The thing is, it's an age thing, and some people are not willing.
Alexia ain't that old.
Alexia is not that old, but I can say this: she is closer to my parents' age. She is actually, I think, is my parents' age. 55, yeah.
That ain't that old.
That's not that old. But
people at that age are not changing. That's the issue.
Yeah, you're kind of set and gelled. The jail is setting.
They're not changing. I want to say this. She's not a bad. I don't like the fact that I don't want her to ever be portrayed as a racist. I don't think she is a racist. I don't want that to happen. Could she make problematic comments there and there? Yes, agree. But it's not just, she's not going to be the first housewife to do something like that. We have seen housewives who've made so much problematic and microaggressive comments, worse than Alexia, and have came back to the show. And there's rumors that she will be coming back to the show. Leah Black, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, she's all the way.
My God. Yeah, they like harbor them. They harbor
with her
them.
Ebonics talking self.
But if you call them a racist straight out and tell them that they harbor racist tendency folk, then you don't get no time to talk. But if you are that,
well, they'll get rid of you. If you call them out a racist, they'll get rid of you.
Huh?
If you call them a racist, they'll get rid of you.
That's what I'm saying. If you point it out to them, then they cut ties with you. But if you are that on their platform, they give you season after season after season until it becomes so much of a hoopla where your castmate goes and gets a chair and sits you in it, and then it gets followed up the next season with her doing Chinese jokes and making her eyes more slanted, and then she has to cheer for herself. So yeah, but they'll harbor you until there's too much of it.
Notice how they got rid of Mariam Cosby. Oh.
Yeah, that's how they got rid of Jenny Nguyen. Was that a racist comment for Mary to say that Heather looked inbred, though? Is that racist?
No.
Or is it observation?
It's the truth.
It's true.
We so wrong, Curvies. We so wrong. Oh my God. So yeah,
true.
we did hear the remark. She doesn't apologize for him either. At least other people like fake apologize. She's like, no, I only apologize when I'm sorry. I meant to call all the Russians whores. Like she's like really digging in. Like that's hard to deal with.
But you know what? I'm going to say this about Alexia. When she apologizes, her apologies are sincere because she takes a time before she says them. These heifers will literally apologize 2 minutes after they've done all their ish. And that's how you know it's not sincere.
But they also kind of, some of them do get forced. They're like, just say you're sorry so we can move on. Just say you're sorry so we can move on. Come on, let's da. And then there are other people that they allow, like Alexia, to like just have a bone all season, 3 years later.
Lisa Rinna.
Grudges. That's normal. We hold grudges here.
Yeah, that's true. But I also like progression and moving on. Like, let's just get over it. It's not that important. You're not paying my bills. Bravo is. Let's move on to the next scene.
Bravo's not paying Alexia bills. Alexia's way richer than Bravo. Y'all keep forgetting what Herman used to do.
We don't care. She's still getting a Bravo.
She said she never got any of the money from Who's It's. Isn't that what she told our asses, that she didn't use any of the drug money from Snowflake?
No, I'm saying Herman. Not what they call, not Peter. Herman. Herman
is who? Her daddy?
Herman is the ex-husband that was gay.
Oh, what did he do for money?
Wasn't her daddy gay?
Yeah, her daddy was.
Yeah, her daddy was gay. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if we hear Todd, her current husband, comes out as gay in a couple years. Because
my gosh, I was thinking that too.
Well,
because she's
a professional beard.
She was not getting no peen. She is not happy, you guys. I'm telling you, 1 year into a new marriage, you should have a smile from here to Chattanooga with all the good peen you waking up to every morning. Okay? Because it's not old and it's not old yet. It's new peen. New peen. Why isn't she happier, y'all?
I don't know. Maybe she unhappy because her face is melting.
Was the CEO of like this international marketing and communications firm that was based in Miami.
Alexia is?
No, Herman. What her ex-husband was.
Oh, communications and marketing. That's good money.
Yeah, it was big. It was an international one.
It's too bad she didn't use it for her face.
She was
melting off.
No, Alexia does look good. I don't want her to do too much stuff to
her face is melting. Okay, it's melting.
I don't want her to
she
do too
looked
much.
Like her powder was sitting like right on top of every fine line.
It's melting like alphaba.
I don't want that. I don't want her to do things to her face. I like her when she stays authentic. But yeah, as I'm saying, she does have a history of attracting gay men around her. Her father was gay.
That's because gay men love beautiful women with big tatas.
And you know what? The best part is that she's a strong ally.
That might have been a comment I should watch out. I'm sorry if I generalized. I'm sorry.
She's actually a strong ally to the Pride community down in Miami. So
yeah,
that's good.
So that means she'll have a good batch of future husbands to pick from when Todd comes out.
Curves.
Allegedly.
Curves.
Hey, I'm sorry. You guys just put it in my... I'm going to act like Raquel right now. You guys just put the idea in my head that Todd might be a beard.
Don't do that.
So
I don't think he is. I don't think he is, but I said I wouldn't be shocked if that comes out too.
All I know is he's not doing her, or she'd be happier. I know.
Or maybe he is, and it just isn't good.
Oh, that's even worse. No wonder
and
she's
mad. Stuck.
Oh no, wonder
it's probably
she's mad.
The first time she's been with Gringo, and it's not big enough.
It's gonna be
possibility.
Oh my
God. Is crazy. But yeah, okay. No, I wish her all the best. Well, I know one thing her and Todd do know how to do together well is argue with other couples.
Oh, that is true.
They both pit dogs when it comes down to the arguing and getting they have LSW too. No, LWS. I made it
That's
up. You
true.
LWS. Last word
That's
syndrome.
the thing. If you really look at it.
Last word syndrome. It's
LWS. I coined the phrase, you guys. Last word syndrome.
Last word syndrome. Oh.
Yes, I think that Todd might have. He was not shutting up when Tony, the other gringo, was having the last word. He was like, "No, I get the last word."
You know what my mother used to have the last word? Food. Huh. My mother used food against my father to have always the last word with him.
No way.
You always do that. You
don't know?
That's good.
Heart is through his belly.
Oh, African woman and food. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I will tell you that. I will tell you for sure. I don't want to say all American woman, but you don't know cooking at all. African woman, Latina woman, they know to cook. It's true.
Yes.
When you know to cook to a man, you always win, because when you say I don't make food, you see him crying.
Yup.
Sebastian is sure or not?
It is true. It's true.
And
it's true.
food is the I say to hold the woman. I know it's not very feminist, but I say when you know cooking, you have the power. Always.
You're right.
But you know what? I realized, like, because I rewatched the episodes of
Beverly Hills, no?
Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, I never realized it. I didn't know that Todd was younger than Alexia.
Hi.
I didn't know that Todd was younger than Alexia.
Krista, hello.
How much younger is he than Alexia?
Like 6 years younger. I always thought that Todd
was
younger. But you know what?
Alexia.
Todd does not have good genetics.
How much? 6 years? I think he was. Why I think he was more older than her. I had the same idea like you. I think he's more older than her. Why? 6 years younger.
But he is a big realtor, though. He's very big in Miami, though.
Yes, I know that. But
on.
Yes, I'm very surprised. I was like you because I think I was thinking he was older than her.
He's 54.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm looking up their ages. Go ahead, Sarah. 54.
The way they interact is always feel more mature, more adult, in some way than her. So
yeah.
Some give this impression. So I'm very. Sometimes I see a show and I miss so much clue like that. But yes, the last word syndrome. It's something very hard in. But what I found very interesting with Miami, you see each stage of different. Where their life. You see Larsa, she's single with a boyfriend now again. We see Marisol and her spiritual reading, We see Lisa in separation with her husband. We see Adriana single and miserable with her pain. We see Alexia and her couple, Julia and her, couple too, and Nicole too.
Yeah.
We see state of a life about love life in each woman. Very always interesting to learn to grow with their mistake and with their success in their relationship with the husband or significant with their partner, But when we see Julia and her partner, we see the coldness and this is a miscommunication.
Yeah. Yeah. Todd is 52, and Alexia is 54. Rawr. She's a cougar. Yeah, and he is. You're right. It's commercial real estate development. 3 generations of commercial real estate development is what he comes from.
Where
And
did Alexia get
he's
him?
in charge of this of strategics and vision for the company. Yeah.
It's a legacy. It's a legacy. It's it's
Yes.
yeah.
Where did Alexia find this man?
Definitely.
No, but she had some secrets to find this kind of man. We don't find this kind of man at home.
Now, when it comes to how much of the people, like, okay, who was okay with the seating arrangement?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it
at all. And they the same kind of weird explanation they would have had to do for Real Housewives of Potomac is what they would have to do for this. Like, why was Gertie at the end? And why, when Adriana came out, did she get to sit between Gertie and the next person? Like, that was just all weird. Why? I'm not sure.
It was very weird, especially considering they should have moved Adriana because Adriana has been very problematic this season. She has said a lot of stuff. We're wrong.
Yeah.
She should have been closer to Andy, so she could have been. And I didn't like that. They didn't really grill Adriana.
But she was giving on the show in a bad way, but she's giving, on the show. She was very present, not in the good way, but we see her, we hear her crying, she broke her feet, we see her, she was very present. But Marisol, I'm sorry, she was not very there.
No, she was not. And I'm going to say this, Alexia and Marisol actually fell out in
from Real Housewives Girls Trip.
Right. Because Alexia realized that how Marisol did not defend her at all.
Oh.
Yeah, Marisol co-signs but doesn't defend. She co-signs but doesn't really. No, she was defending. I take it back. She was going against everything everybody ever said against Alexia on the season, so it stopped on the girls' trip.
Because maybe she was tired of during girls' trip and she was to change the way she communicates with other people. Maybe she tried to get a new, image with the public and say, "Oh, we see Marisol very fun, very light." Remember, the first season of Girls Trip, we see the housewives in other ways. They are very, much.
Yeah, I almost liked Kenya when Kenya was on the other Girls Trip. I almost liked Kenya that time.
She was the only one calling out Ramona on her behavior.
Oh, yes.
It was like one of the first times I liked Kenya.
I think we need to be thankful with her because she was the only one almost do that. She only one do that. Kenya calling, Ramona. She was the one doing that. Why we don't have a new reunion? Did we have a reunion for the first season of Girls Trip? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Maybe we need to have it. It's sad they don't do a reunion. But it's very sad. During the second season, Girls Trip was very try to. I think every housewife coming on that show try to regain their place because they see with the first season they're gonna have their place on the second season. Now it's not very chill like the first season. It's very sad. But the second
Ramona is very problematic. Ramona is more problematic than Alexia, but y'all want to drag her more. Y'all want to drag Alexia more. It's okay, Alexia. It's because you're Latin. They want to drag you more and they have you at a different standard. But Ramona has kept on calling Kenya Portia.
Oh no!
Exactly.
That's because it's not important enough for her to learn the name. She's hilarious.
It's It's very insulting. I'm very. I know
it's insulting because Portia's dumb as rocks.
But she's smarter than the other dumb bag.
No, but I will tell you when she called her Portia, she knew Portia. She knew all the other housewives over
her housekeeper. I don't remember that. What happened, Morgan? Anybody remember Leah's housekeeper?
I don't want to remember that. That woman has given so much microaggressions.
Bring Mary back. We're gonna get our wish. Mary Cosby is filming. I still don't think they deserve her. I still don't think they deserve her, but let me find it. Yes, Mary Cosby is filming you guys.
They found them together at a restaurant.
On a trip, and Mary Cosby is filming. I am so excited.
Oh. You know what I don't want to come back almost with Gensha is ever gay. I like her in the first season. The second season, third season, she was so much deceptive with everybody. She thinks because she's the favorite, she can, be very mean with Whitney about, all your journey with her. And I think it's the only one I don't want her to come back.
I don't like Heather Gay. I don't know why people like her.
She changed so much. She had a, double face. And the way now she's turning the story and we see the much glimpse of Ultimate Girl Trip, I say, Heather, you lied to us. You lied to us. Now you are turning your flip flop like that because Jensha she give you money, you get money because she get money in some way with Jensha gift, and she did give them back at home.
You know what? Jensha used to give gifts, but the best person who used to give gifts was Miriam Cosby. When she gave Jenny those Louis Vuitton shoes.
Look, she's filming, you guys. This is TV Deets did this. And see, Mary's in the van. Mary's in the Sprinter van, you guys.
Yay.
Mary is in the Sprinter van. Look, and she already pulling a Mary. It looks like they all leaving dressed like Marilyn Monroe from somewhere, and Mary was done and already in the Sprinter van.
Oh yeah, I'm still not watching it though.
I'm watching it.
He looks
I'm still not watching Utah.
He looked like, why did I come back and save these hookers? Why?
Because they do need some saving.
She's like, oh look.
So what if Mary can't save it?
No, Mary will save it.
What if Mary can't save it? Because these women are dull, okay? Dull.
I wonder, do they still say that she has a cult on the show if she's on back right now?
I don't know. I'm still side-eyeing her. I don't trust her.
You know why I changed my view on it? Was when Meredith said that Lisa told her, you remember at the reunion Curves? Meredith said that Lisa told her the true amount of money that he gave, and which was way less than the $300,000 that Lisa Barlow was trying to parade out here.
I still don't trust Mary. I'm sorry. Anybody who marries their grandmother's husband and lies and say her grandmother said to marry my husband after you already been married.
I see where you're going. No. But you know what? It's not blood. So
I don't care. Ew.
It's not blood.
That part, I don't know. I kind of feel like
it's ew. Okay.
I still feel like she was groomed by him, and she's more of a victim in that than a plotting, gold digging, man stealing. I took my grandma's man. I feel like she. I don't think she's. I don't think she.
But now that she's I just think it's strange and weird and nasty. Ew.
Who's making so much noise?
I think that's
probably windy. I'm outside.
Of course.
Right on. Is it windy out there?
Yes, and it's freezing.
Oh my gosh. Here, at least in California, it's not supposed to. The atmospheric river let up for 2 days, they said in my area. That's so true. Many of us drag Ramona just as hard as Alexia. That's true. Oh, yeah. Mary is funny, but the show is boring AF. Yeah, I don't know if she'll be able to save it, you guys. I don't know if she should. I would not have. If I was Mary Cosby, I would have let the show have another season without me. And then after they see how much they really, really, really need me, I wouldn't have just come back in and hurried up and picked up the pieces of Jen Shaw fallout. Nothing, because they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way to pick up where they left off in their abuse of Mary M. Crosby. Watch what I'm saying. They're going to find a way. And that's probably why she already fed up with these people, according to this picture. They're going to find a way. Oh, look, what did you send me, Sarah? What is this? What is this? Ooh, yeah, we talked about that yesterday a little bit. Everybody knows Juan is fired. And we know that Bravo loves to fire somebody right after they build a house. So maybe Robin gonna be fired too, and they're gonna have to downsize.
I wish with that.
Like Tamra and remember Tamra and Eddie got fired right after she bought the house behind the gate, and they had to downsize because she couldn't afford it without the Bravo check.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now she doing so much side business to get other things to get money. She had very successful CBD. It's calling Vina. Almost.
Yeah, she came out with that CBD line because Eddie needed it because of his stuff, right?
Yes, of his,
What stuff?
he had
He had that chronic heart condition. He went from working out a lot to something happening with his heart,
yes.
and he had pain to manage, so they were using CBD for Eddie's pain, and now they're getting divorced. So I guess they didn't.
You're lying.
No, aren't they getting divorced? Isn't
Oh, he had in cardiac heart insufficiencies, and I think maybe allegedly he do some supplements to create that, because I think it's very strange. A healthy man with a healthy diet get that state of hurt, and it was always induced when you allegedly use some product to be more active with sports. It's tried to say that to use something to take some supplements with injection or some product very prohibited and normally used with prescription of doctor. Maybe use some that and it doesn't say it publicly and had some consequences, because I find that heart disease very strange, because when you have this type of health, you take consultation with your doctor, you do some health research, and her husband does have that. I think maybe use some steroid or like that. It's rumor, allegedly maybe use steroids, because steroids make that effect sometimes.
Steroids can do things, yes.
Yes,
They can weaken your heart after all that. So no, they're not divorced. This is an article that Tamara got divorced on TV and married to Eddie. They're not getting divorced. Okay, good. She married her new husband, and they're still married. My bad, you guys. That was almost misreporting.
I was really scared when I was like, "Oh, they're getting divorced."
No.
Yeah, no, they're still married. There was a thing about
people make some rumors about AD, and allegedly he was but I always find very strange.
Yeah, they're good. Well, I hope to see Eddie. She's looking good. I like Tamara on that show. I don't know that Tamara's ever been problematic.
Her son
Corey would remember. Corey, has Tamara been problematic?
Corey, any Tamara? No way! We have a new member, guys. Freaking Morgan D decided to become a member. Thank you
Tamara been problematic before?
That's what's right. All right.
What's up, guys?
Has Tamara been problematic before?
All right, you too.
Corey's always out in the street.
Yeah, I'm at the bus depot with mom.
We have a new member, Morgan D. Thank you for becoming a member. All
right, Morgan.
We are in for it. You see, I have those little emojis for you to access. And the more members I get, the more emojis.
Woo! You have so much wind for you.
Definitely. There's lots of wind over there. Ooh wee. No, not divorce. Yeah,
they're gonna blow me to Oz.
Yes. Tamara has been problematic since she came on. She's done a lot. She's done and said a lot, but I feel like if anybody can save OC, it'll be her. But I still don't think I'll watch if Heather's ass is on there.
No, she's gonna be there. Either she's going off. She's going.
I liked Noella and what Noella ended up saying about Heather and the people. They found out that was true.
I like Noella too, even though she lies a lot. She knew how to stir up the mess, and I loved it. And I was here for it, and I want her back.
I would love Noella back. I feel like her and her stack of vaginas did a lot of good for the show. Yes, even though Noella's problem was, I heard she didn't really start saying she was biracial until she got on the show or something like that. I don't know.
She said she was biracial since the beginning. She always wearing black African American fashion dress, starch.
I don't get SD as he started on
Don't get me
Tamrat.
started on Tamrat.
We don't get started
Oh,
on Tamara.
oh, on
You know they
Tamrat.
made
No, I think she's calling Tamrat like she's a rat.
Tamara.
you know they made what's her face from Beverly Hills part of the main cast, Taylor.
Taylor,
Yes,
Yeah, and they demoted the girl that needs a posture coach. What's her name?
Gina.
Yeah, somebody needs
Mhm.
to
I see her. She had a tagline this season because I see her when she posted on Instagram. I'm sorry to do that, but I don't know, Gina, if you see that video, you need a stylist. You need to get some lesson of fashion and makeup, and you need to be stopped vulgar. I don't know how much you paid for that dress and who is your makeup.
She's so freaking Midwest. That's not a bad thing, you guys.
Please get some lesson of fashion and elegance style and be covered because you are great body.
Didn't she pay her husband?
Take of fashion. She had a DV with her ex-husband. She had a DV, and she
With
had
this
a
one now.
And
Taylor is full time. Yeah, that's what it was reported.
Yes,
that
and
Taylor took Gina's place, and Gina became friend of in editing. After they looked at everything, they were like, "Ooh, Taylor brought it. Gina didn't."
She had a tagline. She made a tagline too for this season. She made a post and she said,
Taylor Armstrong.
Yes, but is that a thing on the season? This one?
I may watch OC just to see Taylor because I miss Kennedy, and I want to see how her new husband treats her.
Yeah, I hope she made a good decision.
I hope.
Did her ex-husband unalive himself?
Yeah, while she was on the show.
I want to see if Kennedy is a brat or not, because she was a bratty kid, always stomping her feet and stuff.
$20,000 birthday party. Okay, so Reality Blurb says there's a new report claiming that Taylor Armstrong earned a full-time position and that Gina Kirschner was allegedly demoted to friend of.
Need to be.
Yeah, but it's not on Bravo, so I guess we'll have to wait to see who gets to hold what. They hold oranges over there, right?
Yeah. I think Gina needs she needs a good hairdresser, and she needs someone
a chiropractor.
She needs a fashion intervention. She needs to have a fashion.
Yeah, she needs professional help. As far as her style is concerned.
Oh my gosh, I see her makeup, I see her look, I see her hair, I see her dress. If she wants to get a Fashion Nova dress, I see how much she spent on that. She had a great body, but the look, I can't. It's burning my eyes. I can't see that again. It's like a Garcelle fashion. I can't. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I want to say to Dina and Garcelle, I need to break up with you girls because it's you the problem, not me. I can't say your fashion again. Never again. I can't. The dress she take. I'm sorry, but it's like from someone walking on the street. How much? I had this feeling when I see the dress of Gina.
We usually so it's sounding like Gina's gonna be the official Ashley for Real Housewives of Orange County, and everything she gets looks like it's from Rainbow. And
no, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yes,
it does look like it's from Rainbow.
You need to admit it's true, Sebastian. You need to say the truth, please, for us. It looks like from Rainbow. I'm sorry.
We're not gonna bring Ashley into OC.
No,
Ashley looks so tacky in everything.
Exactly.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry. I try to make her cute, and all it ever comes out is like, oh darn, one other thing. I don't know what it is that she could do, but it always, even her beautiful dress for the reunion, for some reason. When Ashley put it on, it looked like it was from Fashion Nova.
Yes,
Deluxe edition.
Exactly. It's Fashion Nova RSVP collection. They have gowns. I'm putting up air quotes. Gowns.
I'm sorry, it's true. She doesn't have this. It's someone looking, try to be
No way, they're lying. Did you see this? Did you see this? We're gonna have to do a. Okay, is this a breaking
Oh,
news? But
Dixon
this
is fired.
website,
Yes, I can do that.
this website is famous for clickbait. But
What are
let's
you
go.
talking about? Show
Oh my
us.
God! Let me pull it up. I'm pulling it up now.
But
Bravo
it's
Housewives.
fired.
Bravo Housewives.
It's true.
No, is this true?
Yes, Juan Dixon
We
is
can't see.
fired.
I can't see.
Yes, Juan
Oh
Dixon
my
is fired.
gosh.
He fired make a video a few this morning. It was on night, but he was running for me. It's fired. It's truly fired.
No, not that. Not that.
Oh, I send you. I think you. Oh no, it's a joke. I think. But Femme Tarot said her she gonna be maybe pregnant.
Is
maybe.
this real?
Oh, I think it's coming. It's possible, but you know, still.
Bravo. This website isn't. This Bravo Housewives doesn't usually. Is this the one that's always like somebody's getting divorced and it's not them?
Yes, exactly. It's a white, but you know the
website. Is this clickbait?
Yes, it's actually black. I think she's gonna be pregnant, but not now.
Well, she did want a baby with James and everything. She was ready.
Yeah, she always want to be stay-at-home mother, but reality blog, I prefer them. I prefer reality blog because when you see
my gosh.
Oh,
so that means he was raw dogging her.
It's true for Kyle Richards. It's true for Kyle Richards.
Oh, I just saw that, you guys. I'm sorry.
But
I just
Juan
had to
Dixon
see.
is fired. Juan Dixon is fired. It's true. He's fired from.
Yes, Juan is definitely fired, and I would love to see how Robin and him make it out. But back to Real Housewives of Miami. Anybody have other thoughts? I had some other thoughts. Let me see. Larsa is fake. And did you guys notice how Larsa the whole season, another person, for real, what do we know about Larsa's life except for she moved in an apartment and shows her feet for jizz? I'm like, what else do we know about Larsa?
Nothing.
We know nothing about Larsa. Not even her kids
are way younger than her. She constantly says she drops nukes and then says, "Did I do that?" Like she acts all, you know what I mean? She's a sniper nuke dropper. And then in the reunion, she did it again. She was just drive-by nuking the whole time. Stuff that didn't even concern her. She knew enough about being on reality TV to just cause chaos, just cause dust, just make boogers talk the whole night. If it's relevant or relevant, irrelevant, whatever you want to do, just say it. If you think it, Larsa, say it. And she's sitting over on her couch the whole time, interjecting in everybody else's conversations. And I'm like, you didn't have this much to say about your own life during the season. Take your fakeness over there.
She was with the good teacher, the Kardashian. She had
she ain't never met a hoochie mama. No, I don't know.
You know what? She was the best mentor during this time. She was friends with the Kardashian. She knew how to make some mess, but with that,
she knows how to keep it salacious.
She knew to stay really for the show. She knew to stay an MVP on the show because she's playing the game, but not in so much nasty. Sometimes she do make mistakes, but at the end, she's a good player. Because she learned with the best Kardashian.
Right.
She was with them. She knew with them. And allegedly, she said her body part are true and no surgery like a Gillo and the olive oil. I say we need to discount that statement, but I don't think. She said she's natural with her BBL. It's not fake.
Yeah, it's not the same, but it's, yeah.
She said
that's what Adriana said, that it was because she's Brazilian and she got it. It's not a.
That's
I didn't understand. Can anybody explain to me what Adriana was saying about how it's not a BBL on her because she's Brazilian? Is that what she was saying?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
think that's what she was saying.
That's exactly what she was saying.
Because for them, it's cultural thing to do BBL. It's coming. The surgery, this creation of the surgery coming from them, from Brazil. They are creating this, technique with the BBL. It was not very prominent before that. They make that very perfect. They are very good surgeons, not for everybody, but they are very good surgeons in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But for face, I don't go for Brazil. For face, if I need to do face, I will do that in France because we are very high specialists for face. But For BBL, yes, you have very well-known surgeon, but I don't. It's very, very problematic and very painful. Surgery is not that simple. You need to stay on your stomach few weeks. You can go walking. You need to be stay on your still lie on your bed on your stomach during few weeks. You have to drain the blood with a very specific, medical
massage.
No, not massage. To have a IV bottle and to drain the blood is very technical, thing. You can get like that.
You still have to have lymphatic drainage. My sister,
yes,
my sister does it in California. She's also an esthetician, but she's also a registered nurse. So she does lymphatic drainage for BBLs and other kind of surgeries. Because she took care of my niece when she had hers, and she was like, "Oh, a new skill set."
Yeah, lymphatic drainage is very important, people.
Yeah, for a BBL, especially.
Still lying about it. And we have before and after pictures and everything, and she's still lying about it. And I'm just like, Larsa, why?
But I'm sorry, she show her feet. Why she does make that surgery on her part of this body part? Just I had this question. It's a picture of her feet. She need to make her feet sexy. Maybe to make a sexy surgery on her feet, not at that part of her body.
Mm-hmm.
We were thinking of that, and she said, "Oh, I just make photo of my feet, picture of my feet." I said, "Okay, if you just do picture of your feet, why do you do BBL?" You see, the situation is that we see.
And then Nicole, I love that Nicole was sitting by Andy for one, and I feel like that might have been part of Alexia's meltdown, was that she was so far from Andy. So she kept being, it was all about her because she was so far from Andy to keep his attention.
Well, let me just say this, since everyone wants to come for Alexia, and everything that she does, first of all, there would not be a Real Housewives of Miami without a good Real Housewives of Miami reboot without Alexia and her drama. So let the queen do what she got to do to make and entertain us, okay? Because all these other hippies are boring as F if there's no Alexia there, because they have no one to talk about.
Alexia's boring.
Everybody's only talking about Alexia in her mind. When people
and I want to say this to Adriana.
Alexia's boring.
When Gertie says to Alexia, "What's your problem with me?" She says, "You castrate your husband."
No, she said you got to castrate me like you castrate your husband.
She's weird. Like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, lady, and you just want to throw out. I'm serious. She is constantly like that bum on the corner that makes I can make a booger talk just like that. It has nothing to do with our conversation. Yeah.
Not a booger.
Yes. You guys know where I got that from, is in Living Color. Remember the Wayne brother used to live?
Yep.
And he was like, I made this wonderful town.
And then he would wipe it on himself.
Yeah, and he used it for glue and reinforcement.
I didn't agree with Alexia on that. That was wrong.
It was too much. Anyway.
That was wrong. She should have never said that. I'm gonna acknowledge that was wrong. She should have never said that. But one thing I agree with her on what she said about if Lisa had enough self-confidence, she wouldn't allow Lenny to cheat on her. I agree with that 100%. Because Lisa had the audacity to say at this reunion, Corey, you're about to jump out of your seat. You know what she said? She said she found Lenny in a hot tub with another chick and didn't really do anything about it.
Oh, okay.
So she allowed
the hot tub, like doing things with the chick.
You can't be naked with another chick. It's wrong. It don't matter if you're doing things or at all.
Yeah, that's no bueno. I don't know that.
I'm over Lisa and Lenny and all of that bull crap. I'm just over it.
She tolerated it.
Yeah, that's what they keep
And
saying.
her, like Ashley, did not make provisions for her exit strategy. Okay.
Right. Because
if it was me, I would have squirreled away some money, some property, some bags, some real jewelry.
Right. Especially Ashley's mega mind looking self. I'm surprised she didn't have the smarts to like really get it together. She was not thinking.
Well, I'm gonna say this: Lisa is dumb as rocks because now Lenny has this girl who's a day trader who trades stocks on her free time because that's what she does on her Instagram. She trades stocks. Lisa, all she did was just go buy Birkins with his money and all these type of stuff.
Right.
That's good. She can sell them.
No, she doesn't sell them because it's a bad movement. I will tell you that if she sells them, because Hermes Birkin bag.
Were they real? Did he buy them for, or did she buy them for herself?
I remember all of you remember the conversation Lisa and the mother-in-law had when she said, when Lenny coming at home, you are never there, you are always partying.
I agree with Just Simply. Alexia has no room to talk, considering her last two marriages.
I agree.
A registered sex offender and a gay man does not make you the person that should yell at me down the couch about my lack of confidence over nothing.
With a gay man, she can have a.
You always just insert foot here. That should be what her forehead says. Insert foot with an arrow to her mouth, because she's the messenger for half the things she's trying to say.
But you gotta tell it.
True, it's true. But I'll tell you that when we saw the season and I see now the reunion and see everything is outside, Lisa, she always said, "Oh, it's for my kid. I need to be there for my kid." She almost we see Instagram, picture of her outside during the night. Who is taking of her kid during the night if she outside so much?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I will tell you that Lenny was mean to her because you know what? A man, when treated a woman like that, I'm not talking what it does to her.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because he is angry against her. And we know why.
Go ahead.
We know why. When her mother-in-law said to Lisa, "You will never be there, always partying and always spending money," and he come home.
She was coached to say that. That was like
no, but it's true though. Lisa does do it. Lisa does do it though. It's true.
But was it always a problem, or it wasn't until it was?
It was a problem.
It was always a problem.
Then she should have kept her ass at home with them kids he made her have.
Not
but then again, that's not fair either. He forced her to have kids. She didn't want to have them.
Wanted them to.
Now she has to adjust her life because he made her have these two kids she was scared to have. Maybe that's the truth of why she didn't want to have the kids. It's because she wanted to skate party.
Shit.
I don't know. But I like that Nicole was not backing down. As always, Nicole gets them.
Yes, I like Nicole. I love Nicole. It's weird. I like Alexia and Nicole. That's kind of problematic how I like both of them.
Yeah. Well, I like Nicole. Alexia, Marsal, no. I feel like Marsal and Alexia should go sit down and maybe be friends of next time.
Oh no, you better watch your mouth. No.
Other people from Miami, maybe younger, hotter babes that aren't so bitter against all the young Beckys coming on. And, that can bend, not snap when they drop it like it's hot. Maybe put some of those on.
Remember, Larja, you said about something about when you are married with a man and you let your place empty, someone else coming. And we know about the new partner of Lenny. She knew Lisa. Lisa invite her on their home too, and she was there. And Lisa was almost on or outside partying with other people and on New York, everything like that. Who is opening the door? Who is opening the door?
Thank you. I'm just saying, Lisa brought this to herself, and I can't have compassion for her. I'm not gonna have compassion for someone who wanted to be a cuckold in her own marriage. I'm not having that. I'm not. No.
You have a lot of women with rich husbands who do that, who allow them their dalliances as long as he leave them the black card, and they can have carte blanche as to what they can buy.
But these women can't be shocked when they take the black card back. You can't be shocked when they wanted to take the black card back.
See, when you are smart enough to allow this arrangement, you're smart enough to put stuff aside. You're smart
Spending some
enough
money.
to buy rare Birkins. So if you need to feed your family, you can sell it for triple
Yeah,
and double at Christie's and Sotheby's. Okay?
right. You guys, this is notes to selves from Corey on how not to be left like Ashley
Mm-hmm.
or Lisa. So I hope we're taking notes by
Real jewelry. Real
by
jewelry.
bags
that
that appreciate. Don't waste your money on Fashion Nova looks when you could be investing it in jewels and baubles and bags that you can live off of after he dumps you.
Exactly. And
exactly.
if you don't get the settlement you want.
Right.
Like
And
I
if you're-
said, the actress Ellen Birkin divorced the heir to Revlon Cosmetics fortune. She asked for nothing but her jewelry. And you know what she did with that jewelry? Amassed a $300 million fortune.
Right. Yeah. Ellen Birkin, that's the lady that was in Fallen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with her nose thing. Yeah, I like her. I like her. But look, I want to talk about what Just Simply put up here. Cough, cough, Larsa. How she spreads like rumors and backpedals constantly, and nobody like can catch her and hold her feet to the fire. And even Andy doesn't really seem to make her. Where was the eighth housewife? Well, we'll see if the eighth housewife shows us exactly what Larsa said when she tries to lie to Nicole and say, "I only said da 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 da." No, we heard you. It was a whole season about the shit, Larsa. All this backpedaling. And did you see when Larsa felt the need to visually imitate Lemmy's? Yeah, she was like, he went like this, Andy. Like, why was she doing all that to Lisa's business? Like, because she didn't want to talk about her own. She's a deflector, you guys.
Yep.
Yes, she's a deflector.
She says everything about everybody else, so nothing she has to say about her and Marcus. She gets all coy. You ask her about her and Marcus. But
one thing I will say, Curves, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
One thing I will say is we do know that Larsa is a good deflector. Alexia has never been a deflector. He has showed everything that she can show about her life.
Yeah, she does just bear her whole ass. She does not care how much. She does not care. And that is fun TV, but it's also kind of abrasive. I just don't. I would love fun Alexia without Marisol. When Marisol was absent from Bahamas, Alexia was tolerable, amicable, and fun, semi. But as soon as Bullhorn showed up, Bullhorn and Novel Knees. She has Novel Knees. I've never seen so much space between knees as I do on freaking Marisol. Okay. But yeah, as soon as she arrived, here comes the negativity. And I'm like, she could be so fun without her. So maybe we can just separate them like the Green-Eyed Bandits. Need a good separating. Then we can see Alexia's.
Yeah, they need to be separated.
And really see Alexia for the star she claims to be instead of for the freaking nap she seems to act like.
She's actually she's the most favorable housewife there, so.
She's the most
the fan favorite.
Oh, she is?
Where?
Oh, Miami.
When?
Because she's a star, she is Miami. I guess. I don't know. Like, I liked Gertie a lot. I feel like Gertie was a breakout.
I like Gertie. I'm gonna say this. Gertie can be annoying.
The Twitter streets are not talking about Alexia being the fan favorite. They talking about, what is her name? Mimi?
Kiki.
Kiki's
the bat. Yo, Kiki, everyone loves Kiki. Okay? Everyone loves
Kiki. More Kiki in our life.
But what I miss the most is Gertie. She had a very nice job. Almost we can do a Vanderpump with a Gertie job. We can have another show because she always moving. She always can filming. We can be her team. I think we can have a very good show just with Gertie herself.
I like Gertie.
Let's give her an event.
I like Gertie a lot too.
Let's give her an event planning show.
So her party, when I saw what she does exactly, oh my gosh, it's just
Gertie designed
amazing. And she had so much talent. We need to see her more. I miss that truly. And she had a good relationship with her husband. She's a good role model too. And she good sense of fashion.
Whose profession?
She had a good sense of fashion, Gordy.
Oh, good. Yes. Yes, she does.
Definitely. And I like her and her husband.
I like
their swirl. They are a beautiful
Alexia
couple.
and Teresa only recently became friends.
I'm digging this whole energy. I love it. I'm here for it.
Gertie has a golden
up together.
Face. You guys not realize that? Like her face is nicely contoured on both sides.
You see the bit.
Yeah,
you see her. Oh, she's doing that. When we don't see that on the show, please, we need to see her more when she's working.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful. She always speaks very articulate things. She always very classy. Never be vulgar. She always had a style. She never been naked. She's beautiful.
Well, except for this reunion dress, she's practically naked.
No, this reunion dress, I didn't like it. It was too much. Gertie.
Yes,
no.
She can be.
It was the best one.
I like the dress.
Yes, but
I thought it was the best one. She looked better than Larsa's paper napkin.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know, when I see how she's walking, it's just I want to. She's so cute. Like that. She's so cute.
Yeah. She's like she's gorgeous. It's weird. Her face has like this classicness to it.
It's like
she can pull off like any kind of. Yeah.
She needs to go to Beverly Hills and teach Larsa how to dress. Oh.
No,
yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
What I tell you, she's doing something always very classy. She has very good taste. It's very chic. You see that? You see?
Yeah, she does great.
You know, we don't see that on the show. It's very sad.
I would love to see like her and her designs, doing more on her design stuff. They could do a spin-off of just like a quick like 5
events and things
season of Gertie and her most fabulous design and how she deals with her family, like the chaos at home, and still pulling together events like this. Like I would see that. Do they have any shows about party planners in their life?
They used to. They used to back in the day.
But now, you know, Bravo, Go, Otis Housewife, TLC, I think. No,
face you guys. She is definitely services.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah, Bravo's programming back in the day was so good.
Guys, good news. Jason Derulo is going to be on. Jason Derulo might be making a cameo on Real Housewives.
Jason Derulo is what?
He might be making a cameo on Real Housewives of Dubai.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Over there, Caroline. I would like to see this friendship more because they're friends. You could tell they're friends, and I would love to see more of these two being friends on the show. I just can't get over it.
I didn't like the fact that people judged Nicole because she said what she said about Larsa, what she said about how like she did not
didn't want to invite her until she knew more about her.
Yeah, in her home. And people were saying how like, oh well, she didn't do that for Gertie. She probably knew Gertie.
She didn't have to do that for Gertie. What I do for one, I don't have to do for all at my house. I do what the hell I feel like doing when I feel like doing it at my house. That's how houses work.
People were dragging her. And you know what I find interesting? Black Twitter is always on the brink of defending Larsa Pippen. I don't know why.
Oh my God. Black in you does not make you black. Why are they defending Larsa? Why are they defending Larsa so much? They think she can do no wrong or something?
But I'm gonna say one thing though. She can wear braids. Larsa can wear braids. That's not problematic.
She can do, anybody can wear their hair in any kind of style. Look at how far they came, you guys. She got her boobs done for sure. But they look the same. I love them. Look, oh my God. Oh, they're sweet, you guys. I could stand a show about them. I could stand seeing much more of them. And it feels like she's willing to show us too. Like, since she's willing to show us, why don't we do more of that and less of all I want to do is argue and drop nukes? Like, we don't need Larsa. Well, I'll even keep Alexia if we can get rid of Larsa.
Well, the thing is, Larsa needs someone to
Okay.
be her backbone.
I love Corey. She's like, okay.
I may watch.
Right?
I might watch.
Yeah,
Get rid of Larsa.
Curves. When Dubai
Yeah.
Bling comes back, are you gonna review Dubai Bling?
Yes. I may be reviewing Dubai Bling. If it's on Netflix, though, okay. So we've been sharing Netflix in my house
Dubai Bling is
for
on.
like ever.
Is it
And
coming
I don't know. I'm going to have to reorganize because didn't Netflix just send out that this is the last month for the entire world to be sharing their freaking network password if you're not in the same house?
How are they gonna crack down on that?
I believe so.
Because the IP addresses. Look at that dress, you guys. I loved it.
Actually, you're right. You
love-
know my Hulu account? My Hulu, that's one way I got locked out of my Hulu account is because I used to share it with people. And like at one time it just said, "You're not home. You are not home." I had to literally call Hulu and had a whole 50-something minute discussion with them of saying that I move a lot. I move a lot, even though I don't move a lot. But you know.
Look, they all looking. Look at everybody looking behind her.
Gertie, that was too
wore the
explicit,
heck
Gertie. You're a
out of
married
that
woman.
dress. You know, I bet Sierra's mad she didn't wear that dress before Gertie because you know Sierra loves having nothing on.
And that's why she likes to get dragged too.
Well, so Sierra can wear what she wants. I feel like if you got your body yada 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 and your confidence, then put it on. Go ahead. I don't mind. If her husband didn't stop her before she left the house, then we don't have nothing to say. And she's not embarrassing him, obviously.
Oh, she had the pants when she was.
She's not embarrassing him, obviously, if he lets her leave in it. My husband, if he ever has a problem with it, he's like, "Oh, babe, you want to cover that up, or you sure you want to that? You okay? You know,
But
whatever." Go ahead.
You remember Rihanna and her dress? She had this, Josephine Baker dress. You see everything, and she's more covered than some people. I think it's revealing, but not that much because we see her leg, but we don't see everything on private parts.
Yeah.
So in some ways,
we can't even see underwear on this dress. It's actually very modest. It's
not
an illusion.
It's an illusion. Yes, it's more because I think she had some bra, and she had very nude bra and everything like that. Very not revealing, but it's making very good in good way in some way.
Yeah.
So for me, she's sexy. Yes, it's very hot dress, but not new dress. It's not like the dress of Rihanna when she had this dress. Almost transparent dress, and we see everything.
Gertie, Kiki, and Nicole. Yep, fan favorites. I
agree. The storyline with Nicole and her father was very interesting too.
Still no excuse. Teresa is great.
Oh, you and Teresa. Wow.
Like, are you talking about Teresa the Daft of New Jersey? Teresa the Daft?
It's true. Louis. It's true now. Louis is, the manager of Teresa. I heard this. By 2 mois.
Who's the manager of her?
Louis, her husband, now is the manager of her, allegedly.
Louis is her husband. Louis, the husband, is her manager. So he's pulling a Kelvin Hunter. Is he about to be Rocky and Kelvin? I don't know. He seems way too. For me, he screams. The guy screams Brooks. Louis screams Brooks to me. Like, I don't know that he is as much of a dream as she believes him to be. And if he's managing her career, jumped headfirst into reality TV, and is so eager to just be part of the fray, it doesn't seem healthy to me that he wants to be so involved with this reality TV unless he's an opportunist, allegedly. I don't know. Do you think?
Yes. I think
reality T with Krista Marie has a channel in these streets. Are you saying that Teresa is your bestie? She's no prize either. Yeah, no. Go ahead, Sarah. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Yes, I heard this blind item by 2 mois, but I don't know if it's true or not. 2 mois, I don't know. I say I heard that, and 2 mois, blind item.
Oh, the Dumois guy. Yeah.
But in French, deux is calling deux. It's calling deux because it's a number 2. But in French, D-E-U-X, it's calling deux. And so for me, it's deux mois. But deux mois make that blind item, and everybody on the other account here, it's calling Louis Villemois, said it was Teresa and Louis. And so, is it true or not?
Yeah, he was trending last week about all of the stuff for Vanderpump Rules, but yeah.
I don't know. I see so much blood item about that. And Louis and the money and the lawsuit and always Teresa, she had so much.
Did something happen to both of them? They didn't leave nothing, but they're okay. Are we still here? Can you still hear me, Sarah?
No, I say finished for me. It's finished for me.
Oh, okay. No worries. Look over here.
No, I'm here, but I think we say everything about the reunion.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's episode. Are you going to watch in real time? Louis is smarmy.
Louis the lobster. We call him Louis the lobster.
I do. I don't think it's healthy that he's so red.
I don't know what
smarmy. I'm gonna look up what the word smarmy means. That's
smarmy. He had the claw. He had the claw like a lobster. You think that? But is this this week was
yes. He is, isn't he? That is a good word for him, Irene.
What is a smarmy?
I love a good word of the day, Irene. Thank you, Curvy. Smarmy.
Oh, yes.
Ingratiating and wheedling in a way as perceived as insincere or excessive.
Yeah.
Definitely smarmy.
Yes.
Definite smarmism going on with Louis Royella.
Yes. Thank you to make us a new word to speak about Louis the red lobster, because I call it's so red. I don't know why this red.
Yeah, it has to be a condition that makes him so red. And I don't think it's an alcoholic, because sometimes alcoholics drink so much they turn beet red, but I don't think it's that. His resting color is red. I'm not sure. It doesn't look healthy. It might. I don't know.
You can have it's calling rosacea. It's the fact to be red, or cuprosis too. It makes you red, but you have something with that. It's very about the face. But now it's red, black. He had the blood circulation problem. Way. Oh, you are coming in 5 minutes? Come, Krista.
Yes, reality. I would love it if you blessed us with your presence.
It's the energy. He tried to sometimes it's very. His stories like a Teresa. I love Teresa, but family. It's a family.
You got such a great American accent, Sarah.
I will speak like that now. I will say, Raja, why did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me? It's a family. And family. I don't understand her at home. She needs to come to my wedding. I want to be my bridesmaid, but she was not my bridesmaid. Why she did that to me? She is the wife of my brother. I love Joe. I don't know if my imitation is good, but I tried.
No, that was great. Oh my gosh, look, they love it. That was hilarious.
And because
you know what? I haven't been watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. I told you guys their bronzer is offensive to me. Their bronzer is offensive, and I can't.
Yes, but I will tell you that they don't do to harming people except the skin.
Yeah.
But it's not to be. I don't think it's more, because Italian people always do olive oil in Italy to be brown and to be tan. Is very in their culture. But I will tell you that who learned the trick. I see Margot Robbie, she's speaking about the fact to have, the Jersey accent. She said you need to have like acrylic nails just to do it, and to move your hand, you need to do that, and you move and you speak like that because it's problematic with Joe. I need to understand him. I'm home because you don't understand about that. And I was feeling, and Papa and Mama was not there.
You are classic. This is great.
And you don't understand that. And I love him. I need my happy ending. And you, Melissa, you come to me.
That's hilarious.
And with the hand, you need to move your hand like you have. And when you're coming to do that, and I don't understand her what she does that. And Jennifer, your job is not good at all. But you know me, you are like my family now. Like my family.
That is hilarious. That voice is so freaking just like hers. Oh my gosh, Krista Marie, you guys. Reality is hilarious. That is so right here.
Family.
Family.
YouTube
Oh my God! Hold on, guys. Hold on.
It's okay.
Hold on.
I think we have a problem.
Okay.
Oh God! Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. No worries. Hey, so people, Reality with Krista Marie has a channel in these YouTube streets. Be sure you go through and smash her buttons, y'all. Okay, smash her buttons. Okay.
Make the link. And I said, yes, family, Krista. You are
my
family.
friend Teresa. Family.
Louis, we need to go to the wheel.
Joe.
Do that.
Joe.
It's because the end, everything is on the end. You need to have a fake acrylic nails. You need to do that. I'm saying, no, I'm
never.
Not derogatory with people. It's just family thing. Family.
She doesn't care about her family. Get the fuck out of here. She replaces things with the next shiny thing. She doesn't have enough brain capacity to realize that like all the people around her love her and they want to be happy for her, so she just throws them all out. But she just doesn't care. She'll throw away anything. The next shiny thing. She's like one of those people that can't have more than one friend. You know those people?
I think Teresa, she's a housewife. Truly, she needs to have a husband with her to be.
Well, I mean, look, she's a good wife. I'll give her that. She's a good wife. And you know what? Louis not really a bad guy. He's just, he has to support her at some point. So I disagree with him when he was going after Joe. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just ran up the steps. I disagree with him when he was with, going after Joe last week but I understand that he's trying to at least, not completely throw her under the bus. Or I guess it was the week before. Mm-hmm. He's not slimy or anything, but he's red because he has high blood pressure and he drinks. That's the problem. And he's like, I guess Spanish or whatever in Italian. Like whoever, like my dad has red skin like that. Like my dad looks just like that. He's the same age, and he's real red because he's like his drinks and he has high blood pressure.
I was thinking blood pressure. I totally was thinking that.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah, and he's he gets heated just like girls, and plus they tan too. We all tan. We tan year round.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, thanks for coming up, Krista. Do you watch Miami at all, or you're coming?
Yes, I watch Miami. Of course, I watch Miami.
You feel like it's one of the best franchises so far?
I think all of them need to take a page out of Miami's book, because why is it after 13 years that we think that there has to be criminal activity for like the show to survive now? Think about it. Like we had 13 years with no, until recently, but that didn't even count. And now it's like, I mean, I understand maybe Salt Lake because we didn't really give them enough chance, or, maybe give them one more year. But as far as like, all the other ones were like, oh, well, if Erica's one, I mean, she can be one. But with Jen, we're like, oh, it's going to fail. It's going to be so boring. It's like, wait a minute. I understand. I'm doing the same thing. I'm watching it for that. But we have to get out of that mindset because we don't really want that. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I mean, I think Miami was amazing. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that cotton candy drama is good enough for me. Like I'm exhausted by Joe and Melissa year round. But like
You know,
So how many
huh?
people are over there in those New Jersey streets? I'm
Oh, yeah.
confused. How many people are on the current season?
Right now?
Who's friends of? Yeah, so we have Melissa,
Melissa,
Marge,
Jennifer Aiden, Rachel Fuda.
Rachel Fuda, is that Marge's friend?
No, that's the young one, the real young girl, Rachel, the long brown hair. Yeah.
Do they still have that girl that was married to the black guy from last season?
No, Tracy, no. It was a shame. She was so good too, but like they just didn't. I don't know. They didn't give her a chance. What's her name? Tiki Barber's wife, right? Tiki Barber.
Tiki Barber's wife.
Yeah. Oh God, he was too hot. I didn't even know he lived here. I had no idea he lived. Like I had no idea that he lived near us. Like I had no idea he lived here.
That's so crazy.
He was thick. It's a channel of Krista. I make the link.
Yes, you guys. Be sure you go smash her.
Oh yes, sorry.
You dropped Corey's thing too.
Oh, sorry. I need to find her channel. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's Lola Lane. Lola Lane is Corey's channel. If you could,
Corey, that's you.
Corey is Lola Lane.
I did not know that.
They're together. There's a girl named Lola Lane, and Corey has a channel with her over there.
Okay. Yeah, I love that channel.
Me too.
I haven't watched it in a while, but like, yeah.
They are excellent.
That was one of the first channels I watched too when I was watching Adam, and then
always complicated to find. But
I like Real Housewives of Miami so far because so far we have not been bamboozled.
No, that we know of.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. And last time I said it for Vanderpump Rules, and within 2 weeks, that everything just blew up. But I started off Vanderpump Rules season saying, "Ooh, please God, don't let anything happen where this is all fake," because I'm liking how they're involved. And 2 weeks later, it's all a lie. I'm like,
Oh, I really like seeing Peter, Alexia's son, Peter. I mean, her husband, Peter, and then her son. Because I remember when her son got in that accident, but to see like how he's like, how good he's doing. Like, that's the one thing we got to do is we got to watch that journey for her. I know she's a pain in the ass, but I liked watching the journey with her because, you know, it happened on the show, you know? So it's like we kind of were like, it was a real, you know, emotional season. But I like that she's back and everything. And I'm glad she's happy. But I agree. Like, I just think she plays the housewife part. She's like she's trying to be the antagonist, but she's like a mean girl too, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally antagonist.
She's the antagonist. But that's her job, you know.
Yeah. Every franchise has one. Like Giselle gets to be that on Real Housewives of Miami. I guess
they take turns, I think.
Who's that on Atlanta? I don't know. Who is that on OC? Who's the antagonist?
This year would probably be Tamara.
Tamara for sure.
Oh, Tamara, is it the road she's staying on the next season, or she's she's not going back on the next season, or she's going back after the bro?
Tamara's Tamara's there. For sure.
Yeah.
Tamara. I like your name for her, Krista. Tamara.
I forget. That started years ago. I can't remember who even started that.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that was your freaking name.
But I tell you, the worst person on the OC was Vicky for me.
Vicky was. My God.
I don't know what she needed.
It's exhausting.
Maybe she need an exorcism. Maybe she need a transportation of dignity. Because with men, she's always 30 with any man giving her any attention. Oh, he was nice with me. He just gave me a lollipop. I will marry him.
A lollipop.
Okay, I will marry him. She had so much not self-esteem for her. She's gonna be, the Brogate. Remember everybody with the Brogate. She almost designed her whole daughter for that.
Yeah.
Her whole daughter under she get her daughter through under the breasts for a guy.
The good thing about Vicky was that she got me she had me look into insurance again. That's the good thing about Vicky.
She's a very good businesswoman. At least she has that. Like, you know, that she's very, you know, she didn't actually need the show. She just enjoyed the show and wanted to be on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Her identity. you know.
Right.
But you know, she needs therapy. Truly, she needs therapy. She always make her love life hell. She gonna be if she stay with Don and she's doing a
Dawn was the best one, you guys.
and she's gonna be happy now. You know, she's kind of woman. Oh, I need to have a new man to be best. But no, you need to get therapy to be best with.
But she's apparently with somebody that Kelly Dodd hooked her up with now.
Kelly Dodd hooked
Yeah.
up with
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Lola.
Hey,
what's up? What's up? I'm just here for a minute. I'm here for a quick minute.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Real Housewives of Miami reunion part 1, Lola?
Oh, part 1. I didn't see part 2. Oh yeah, part 2 comes out tomorrow. What am I saying?
Right.
I like how Dr. Nicole read them. Like for
I agree.
You know, I think that Larsa. I mean, listen, any woman can lay on her back and make some money with the right man. I think it takes a lot for you to become a doctor, even when you're. And also, I didn't like them coming at her. Her father let her get ran over by a car and has been a drunk and was involved in nefarious things. You know, just because you're family doesn't mean you have to forgive them. Like, I'm sorry, I'm of that mind thought. I know that people of color, both Black and Latino,
he let her get ran over by a car.
Remember, Remember, she talked about it.
When she was a little girl, because he was drunk, he
because he was too busy partying. He wasn't paying attention to her, and she got hit by a car.
Oh, that explains everything, guys.
She talked about it like 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like something that stuck with her, you know, like really stuck with her.
Yeah, he's an irresponsible parent. And I think that I hate the notion in the communities of color that you have to give family. I have family that I don't speak to, and I will never speak to them. I'm sorry. It's my decision. If you're toxic, I'm not dealing with you. That's just my opinion. I think that Larsa needs to step all the way back. You're selling feet picture while this woman is a anesthesiologist who makes like $400 a year. I mean, like, and the whole her and Anthony, like, thing, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, although she's not as rich as Anthony, you could live really well on $400,000 a year. Like,
I didn't even know Anthony was rich. I couldn't even tell Anthony was rich.
Girl, you got a private jet. You couldn't tell me.
Is Anthony Nicole's husband or boyfriend? No.
He's coming from a legacy family.
I had no idea he was rich. That's what I like about him, I guess. Huh.
Oh, honey, you know he's rich because he's very, chill with money.
I just they all kind of have some kind of money, so I guess I don't realize the amount different. You know what I mean?
Okay, I give a tips to anybody about rich men. When you want to see a really rich man, he had, a good, outfit, but he doesn't brag about them. It's very chill with money. He doesn't tell you he had money.
They just seem like a really great couple.
I think they're more evenly yoked, right? Like they're both highly educated, intellectual people. You could tell that when they sit down, they actually have things to talk about, and that he actually respects her point of view. And I think that's one reason why he allows her to have access to his money, because he knows that she knows what it's like to work hard to accomplish, to accomplish.
Like Wendy and Eddie, I feel like they're like the Wendy and Eddie.
Hold on 1 second. She's not just a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? Like she works hard to become a doctor who makes like $400,000 a year. So he understands more on the intellectual level. Thank you, Lola. Love you. Love you too, Sebastian. Yeah. And I feel like it was very shitty of Larsa to try to,
Oh my gosh, Larsa. Please. I mean, it's like this isn't your life, Larsa. This is her life. Like she actually has, things to lose, grown people shit to lose. Like.
Yeah, go see some pictures.
And I don't know why she's trying to flex that she had children within wedlock when you cheated on your husband while being married.
And he cheated on you the whole time.
Right. Yeah. So wait, did Larsa was married to Scotty. Did he cheat or she cheat or they both cheated?
They both did. She cheated.
They did. Okay. I wasn't sure if she
allegedly. They both.
Yeah.
Also, Larsa, not for nothing, your plastic surgery job is trash. Like I seen bitches that went down to Dr. Miami and paid 6 G's and look a lot better than you, bitch.
She should have did something to those arms. I'm sorry. Those arms just don't match her muscular body. Like she seems. I don't know. I feel like to be really mean saying that, but like she's a beautiful girl, and I think that her and Michael looked, or what's his name, the Jordan guy. I think her and her boyfriend look the same age. Like I think she looks amazing.
I think it is. But I think realistically, like. I think she got really defensive when it came to the age thing. But in my opinion, me personally, I don't think men should date a lot younger or women. I don't think you should date someone that's 25 years younger than you or some crap like that. You have nothing in common, let's be honest. And also, you're in different, not even just that, you're in different areas of life. Like, he might want to have children. Yeah. She's 48 years old. That bitch, her eggs are scrambled.
Right? Yep.
Like,
and she has like a girl.
Shut up, girl. Squats ain't doing that.
Oh man. Wait a minute. That's the difference?
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say maybe she had that thing that Kim gets that like sucks it, makes it like, I mean, swollen, but no, girl, no. Is that really her butt? That's really her butt? Both of them?
It's not.
No, you can't deny that.
The new butt is not her butt. You can tell, like, from the side, more of the side. Yeah. The hips look fake. She looks like Squidward. You know the episode of SpongeBob when Squidward Krabby Patties? The bitch looked like that.
Krabby Patties.
Yeah. Krabby Patties. I mean, that just looks very off. Like, if I was gonna get my butt done, it would look better than that. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I'm just shocked that, I'm not really like a prude or anything, but I'm just shocked that women wear like their asses hanging out. I look up my nephew's girlfriend's Instagram. I'm like, this is a sex ad. This doesn't even look like, but that's like all of those girls. They're all like wearing thongs. And I'm like, you guys wear your butts hanging out? You know, I'm like, you know.
You know what's funny? I just turned 30 and I hate, I feel like compared to a lot of girls my age, I'm very covered up.
Yeah.
And you know, I got a body, okay? But still, I'm not showing everything. What the hell is that?
Right. What is that? Who's that? That's not Larsa. They're just
think somebody enlarged it.
That's funny. They're just trying to improve it.
Those are airbags.
But this is the front of that other picture. You can see clearly.
Now I remember when she looked like that because that's when she was with Kim. But then they both came back with that butt right there. That's what I thought that her butt looked like, not that other one.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, that's not weight, honey. That's not weight.
Yeah.
I don't know why she wouldn't just admit it. I'm not embarrassed by like the work I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. I got work done too. There's nothing wrong. I got life out.
I can tell, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
I don't think
she looks amazing.
Wrong with it. It's just, you know, when there's internet pictures and you before,
they
like
are
you really just don't. Do whatever the hell you want. If you feel like lying about
right. But don't lie. I don't know.
Picture and call you a liar, then that's fine.
I think she thinks it's funny now. I think she just thinks it's funny because she laughed it off at Andy.
No, she was not laughing. She was very upset.
Really?
She was upset when
I don't know why you
Adriana last year.
It's weird. I mean, well, I think that's because she just doesn't like Adriana.
I agree, Miss Powell. Thanks for coming through. I agree that Alexia and Marisol are both jealous of Dr. Nicole. I feel like they're hating on the young, pretty Becky. I feel like they are.
Like what else would they be that mean and just keep bringing it back up and like pushing it? Like you know, you have to say sorry 10 times. Like she didn't really do anything that like didn't warrant that much hate or dislike, or unless they're just playing the Housewives game, you know.
And that's the other part. To go off of how Alexia never apologizes unless she really wants to, but then she demands Nicole apologize 11 times. It's not making sense.
I disagree. Alexia apologizes when she feels sincere and from the bottom of her heart.
I feel like she's in a I'm sorry you feel that way apologist. Like I'm sorry that you feel that I need you know what I mean? Not that I understand what I said or did that hurt you. Even though it wasn't my perception and it's your perception that matters, I think that she doesn't care that much to really be that sorry. To be like, I really did hurt you and I'm really, really, truly apologetic. Because sorry and apologies are two different things. Like the sorry can be anything. But if you're apologizing, like you actually take steps to like not do that stuff again. You know? You put action behind it. And she just is like, sorry. What am I sorry for? Oh, I'm sorry. You know, and it's like, no, people just aren't always just going to forgive you. Right. Like people want to see action, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I walked away for a second, but I saw the comment about Marisol and Alexia being jealous of Nicole. I think they are because these women consistently throughout their lives relied on men to be wealthy. Well, not so much Marisol because she had her own business, but I'm sure she used a man to start that business, whereas Nicole
not Alexia as well, because Alexia, her parents had money.
Yeah, they did. But she got educated. She ran off with a drug dealer.
Yeah, and never mind.
No, Alexia is
And
educated.
apparently, she didn't spend that money. She
What,
spent the
in
money.
What's her degree in? And if you say fine arts, I'm gonna laugh.
No, I'm not saying that. She has a degree in psych.
Psych?
I mean, wow, she's playing the shit out of us then. No, I think she's just playing a good housewife, and she was a little messy, but she does have a problem. Like, I really do think she has a problem apologizing for real. Like, she's like, maybe like me, doesn't really like to admit when they're wrong, but knows that they are, and it's kind of hard.
And I think that's why her oldest son turned out the way he did, because how is it that you come from a privileged family and you don't end up educated and being a decent member of society? Instead, you're a vagabond.
Did you hear what he said? What is it in for me? What's in it for me? Mom wants to help, but what's in it for me? You get the fucking live for free, motherfucker. How's that?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Like, you go help your mom, dude.
Alexia
that bailed you out
said
of
she
jail.
finished her last year of high school and first 2 years of college in Madrid, Spain.
Oh, she got an associate's, girl. That don't mean nothing.
And then
I mean,
and it goes on background. Keep talking. Let me find it. A BA. So Alexia returned to Miami and earned a BA and a master's.
See, like, our longest lasting housewives are the housewives that don't need to be there. Yeah. Like, the housewives that don't need the job, they don't need to be there, are the ones that last on our shows. Like, they're the ones that last throughout time because they don't get like Lisa Rinna, you know, like Lisa Rinna is so famous and rich. I don't know why she had to fight to be so much more. You know, like,
she ain't rich like that, girl. Word on the street is that she lost a lot of her coin, but
I mean, still, she's had 40 years to do it. Like, come on, girl. Like, you know what I mean? To do it, she was trying to do. Like, that's the shit that makes us not want you on and you get off like that. But, you know, there's housewives that don't actually need to be there. They actually like to be there, and they don't, you know, they end up lasting. You know, like Vicky. Vicky lasted forever.
Well, that's a nutcase right there.
To
your point, I think that a college degree doesn't mean you're intelligent. I mean, Teresa Giudice has a college degree, and look at that right there.
Does she really? I don't even think she has that.
Girl,
He's right. It's in psychology.
If you only had a brain.
And also a master's degree in exceptional student education. I don't know what that is.
Like, I'm only half staring, guys. Like, yes, I don't really actually hate Teresa. I just, you know. I'm team.
I don't hate her either. She didn't get a prenup.
Wait, Sebastian. What happened to Sebastian? Did I knock him?
I mean, what do you need a prenup when you're not actually legally married? What do you need a prenup for?
A master's degree in exceptional student education. What's that mean?
No, so in different countries, so that's like a higher education degree, probably in Spain. It's just in different countries they call it different things, but it's probably the same thing here, equivalent to a higher education.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Alexia studied abroad.
Yeah, she studied in Spain.
Yeah, she did 2 years abroad, it says.
Peter studied abroad too, because Peter went to the Paris School of Business.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, education in Europe is a lot harder than in the US, just so you know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes, I think it's very different. We don't think the same way in US. We are very much academic.
Is it cheaper there than here?
Yeah. I think
it's I say yes and no. You have everything is public, but when you need to have more culture, to read book, to have, you know, access to go in other country to learn language, it takes money. It's not a question just of money. It's a question of the vision of mind. I'm not rich, but I have very high education, and I be aware, and the way I act is more like rich people, because I need to adapt my way to other type of situation of people. You know, it's very adaptation thing.
You're worldly.
No, but you need to know bourgeoisie is coming. Bourgeoisie is upper middle class. It's about education. You can have no money, but very high education with bourgeoisie.
Okay.
It's the way you act.
Because class does not determine education. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, you need to have a good education, but the way you make your education is also almost touched by the way the world you grow. If you don't read, you know, precisely novel from education, you're gonna be out of, you know, this world. You need to need to know the Greek philosopher, the French philosopher. You need to know opera, but opera, you know, classic novel. and classic music. You need to know history. You need to be very aware of that. And if you don't have that, you can have a conversation with people. European people, because European people see you like people, truly. And it's why when we have American people are speaking French, we knew they have higher education, because speaking French, you are more open to this kind of the way to see culture. Culture is more elitist in France, but it's public, but you need to fight in some way to have the good way to use your education from school.
Right. I think in Europe it's easier though to be more educated outside of formal education, right? Because you guys are encouraged to learn other languages and speak other languages. Whereas in America,
French people doesn't speak English at all. Truly, it's not something. When you see people from France the same age of me, I'm not speaking very good, but I'm speaking very good for other French people. We
can understand you.
Gabby, when you did Teresa's accent, I was like, why can't she talk like this all the time? Like when we're on live, like
you want to mean something like that all the time? Don't be family, Krista.
You do a really good American accent. I was like,
because you want to.
You did a better Teresa than me.
You don't know me. You don't know me, Krista. You don't know me. How dare you do that to me and Jennifer?
Family.
Don't you know Teresa personally, Krista? Don't you know Teresa personally?
Not personally, but we have one mutual person in common. That's I can't even say it personally.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Since you're one person removed, who is really at fault for the bullshit? Joe,
for which one? Right, which one?
Huh?
Hold on. Here, there you go. All right, so with
Melissa, you are sexy.
Huh?
You are sexy. You are beautiful too.
Oh, thank you. So, all right, think about this. Now, I'll break it down for you. Now, can any of us figure out what Teresa's actually mad at? Like, what is it that she's actually mad at Joe for? Because every scene we see, loves her brother. Everything's fine. No problem. I want to be in his life. Okay. There's no reason for her to actually be mad. She doesn't know why she's angry. At this point, what's going to break them, what is breaking them, and that whatever, the end all be all, they're going to need therapy after this, is what Teresa did before the show started filming. And she met up with those people, the Bitter Betty Club, and she got the dirt, Margaret, but the dirt was about Melissa and Joe. And Teresa, again, like Strippergate, let this go, and she didn't do anything about it. Right. And again, it's another pattern of, well, I was there, and I didn't say anything. I was just there. I was just sitting there, blah, blah, blah. But that's your brother and your brother's wife. And it didn't happen. And it did not happen. And you can't use the excuse, Laura, that you're Marge's best friend for 30 years. You were just at her Christmas party, literally at BravoCon and at the show with us last year. And then all of a sudden, Marge is a bad person. And now you're going to go, and her best friend's going to turn on her. And then she's throwing Melissa down the drain. The bottom line is Teresa's mad, and she doesn't understand it. I believe, season 8 or 9, right before her dad died, she was getting really angry at Joe for not spending time with her dad. Because nobody knew they were going to lose him. But, she was getting really angry, and it caused a huge problem. And I don't think she ever really got over it, but doesn't realize that. I think it's really misplaced anger that they haven't processed. They've both been through a lot of loss, and they've always been like this, but just not to this point. And it's real, and it's because I watched the seasons back. I'm because I can't figure out what is going on. It's really exhausting for the people in their lives too. We don't
know why she's angry like that. We don't understand truly.
I don't. Yeah.
And why Melissa? Why she's so. I say the word hatred to Melissa. Because
she what?
Guys, one question. Sorry, I had to run away because I had an emergency call. So I'm sorry, I completely missed what you said. So who's more at fault, Teresa or Melissa and Joe?
Teresa, only because she's the one that doesn't want to let it. Just she lets it go in this yeah.
Right. Yeah,
and she's doing grimy things that she doesn't realize that are just so damaging. The comments she made during the thing about my chosen family. She it wasn't that deep for her. She just repeated something she heard. But that's the thing. She doesn't realize how bad that sounded, even though she didn't mean it that way. But
can we be clear on one thing about Teresa though? English is her first language, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, it's not.
It's not. I mean, you're right.
They were taught it together. They were taught English and Italian together, just like we all. Okay. Yeah, they were taught it together, but like they've always speak Italian in their house. So technically, and that's a lot of it too. Like it's, I don't want to say she doesn't know better, but I mean, I'm the same way too. It just the well doesn't run that deep sometimes, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
I had a question about the show of Jersey. Is Jackie so mad with the newbie? Because when I see the new season and Jackie attitude, she's
jealous that Rachel took her spot.
Yes, but Rachel doesn't take a spot of anyone. She's just her.
My Rachel's just full time. I know. Rachel's my friend. Rachel's like poor little Rachel.
But when I see Rachel, she's the blonde. I like her. She's
normal. Yeah, she's normal.
She's normal, and the way Jackie see her to head to toe, it's the way French women see you like that. It's very disgusting and disdain from French.
She did it to Danielle too. She's really being.
She's suffering with her ED disorder. I'm sorry for her, but she's not nice with other women.
I want to say this.
She lashed out.
I want to say this real quick. This new season of Jersey has shown me like a way of Jackie. Like I never really liked her, but now I just completely despise her.
Yeah, she's really mean, and that's really mean.
Is she a mean girl this season?
She is.
I haven't watched it at all.
I don't even want to say this season because she's doing it because she feels like she's not going to get her time, and she's going after everybody. Like, first of all, Rachel didn't even realize who you were. Okay, when you asked her why she wasn't addressing you, she didn't know who you were. She forgot.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because and then she's saying Danielle's clothes are messy, and then she's the snooky and blah blah blah. And it's like, why, Jackie? We want you. If you want to be on the show, be nice. You got to now be Teresa's lapdog, probably.
Yeah, she just looks. She doesn't fit in, and I feel like it's
not that no. Yeah, I wonder.
It's not because she's a different descent. It's not because she's
no.
She is more educated than the other women. But the issue is that she just comes off as standoffish, awkward, and mean. And it's like you're not gonna blend with people if you come off as cold and mean. Her looking that girl up and down was not the way to bond with a chick, because girls know we know when we're sizing each other up.
I thought Danielle was being messy.
It sounds like, because I haven't watched, but it's kind of sounded like Jackie's demotion made her take it up a notch in a negative kind of reinforcement way. Where she was like, oh, you guys thought I was boring? Let me be like Danielle Staub mixed with Teresa on a bad day. You know what I mean? She's just trying to go around.
And not to mention, she wasn't that friggin', she looked messy that day too. She looked a whole ass mess that day too. For her to talk about Danielle's look, her hair was all over this. Yeah, we're at the shore, and it was like really muggy that day. She had the muggy hair going on.
No, I'm in a mix between Danielle Staub. That's the last time I watched.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I feel like she was trying to.
I will tell you that I'm French. I know fashion. The look of Rachel was not that so messy, because when it was the place, it's not high fashion place or high standard place. It's very chill and cool style, very normal and chilling style. It's not very derogatory, but the way she look at her, I say, Jackie, you don't have any sense of fashion. Please.
I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell if she was fashionable or not. I mean, I feel like I have horrible fashion, but like, she doesn't have to be the way she is.
Wait, time out. I'm gonna need Jackie to blend her tracks in before she starts sizing anybody else up.
She does have extensions. You're right. She does wear them.
She never blends them in. Like, girl, if you're gonna wear it, like, wear it right. Like, all that money you claim to have, and you can't get a bitch to do your hair right. I'm gonna need you to
like, she has old money.
Is her husband still hella hot?
Oh my God.
I don't see you at all. I don't see it. His face is ugly to me. I don't know.
Yeah, really, you think? Oh my God, I love it.
They're all ugly. None of the husbands are cute to me.
Really?
None.
No, I like Joy Gorga, has always been like a stud.
A little piece of man.
Exactly. He's a good looking guy. So short. He's like my height.
Yeah, like he's just a short. He reminds me of a bouncer I used to date. to get in.
I mean, we all dated a Joe Gorga here. We've all dated a Frank. We've all dated a guy like Evan here. Like they represent.
No, we didn't, girl. No, we didn't.
Wait, who's in Jersey? Who's in Jersey? I'm like getting excited. Who's in Jersey?
I'm real picky when it comes to my hoes. Real picky.
Now,
seriously though,
Irene's point is, what were you going to say real quick? Then we'll get to Irene's point.
I feel like with Jersey, like it's those husbands now, even with Nate and John Fuda there, they represent like every guy I've ever known, like every kind of husband I know. Like you have Evan, who's like the office guy, you know, he gives you up hot in the gym. Then you have like the gym rat guy. Then you have like the Jersey Shore guy like Joe. Yeah. And then you have the meathead like Joe Giudice, like, and then you have Frank, and like they're all really good guys. And then the hard worker, like the blue collar worker, like Joe B. Joe B is this most normal. He is like your everyday neighbor guy. Like Joe B is the neighbor guy. Like he's the guy that you want to call when you're like your house is flooded and you're not home. You know what I mean? Like he's that guy. You know. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
I've always liked the husbands on New Jersey, and I just I always have liked how they got along without the wives, and how they don't mind.
Louis needs to take a
like them a lot.
He'd be great if he would just get along with Joe. He needs to just get along with Joe.
Yeah. Now, does anybody know why it appears that Joe is keeping his kids away from Teresa? Now,
what?
Irene says it does appear that Joe is keeping the kids away from Teresa, in my opinion. I would say that's good.
They're adults.
All Teresa does
Antonia drives
Melissa and Joe. All Teresa does. She's not making over her house either.
It's not the parents.
No.
They're encouraging it.
Can I give my opinion on that?
Go ahead, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm like too much to go ahead like it's my show.
It's okay. It does appear like that. Because last episode that aired, Teresa was talking to Joey, Joe and Melissa's youngest son, and like while they were talking, Joe, the uncle, just called him over to like come over and not even do anything, like basically stop them from talking.
But did you see what happened when after Melissa talked to the girls at the party? She was I love you guys, I love you, you know, just trying, the awkward things. And they went and they talked crap on her anyway. You know what I mean? They said it on her anyway.
Talk to them, and she did talk to them. She came up and
spoke to them. And then she cried and left.
Well, they felt mad. They're mad at Melissa because Melissa decided to say that she fed them while their mother was in prison. Meanwhile, they feel like even Melissa's goddaughter, who's the one that never talks, curves as you
But Sebastian, can I say something? I think Teresa would manipulate those girls and say whatever they want because they know if they say whatever their mom wants to get a Gucci bag out of
they are those kind of girls.
Real because you're gonna be loyal to your mother. Like if my mom's like, we don't like Shorty, I'm gonna be like, all right, Ma, we don't like Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your mother.
But we also don't disrespect our uncle like that either. Like I'm Italian. Like my uncle, he is a piece of shit, and I have every right to disrespect him, and I still don't. And I'm 45. He's like 60. And
I'm 45, girl. I thought you were younger.
Oh, thank you. And I still I would not disrespect my uncle. And I know that my family has issues. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's on camera.
I don't blame the Gorgas. I think they both.
Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead, Sebastian.
I don't blame the Gorgas, nor do I blame Teresa. This is a systemic issue, and I feel like it's a generational curse because Teresa's father has the same issue as well, and it probably stems back all the way back to like the great grandparents. Like this is something generational, and I don't blame either one of them.
And we all hold grudges too. I have a horrible problem with that, like a real hard problem with that, and that they're the same way. Like they hold a grudge. And it's
y'all. Can I tell you something? I'm Latin, and I've never seen motherfuckers argue like Italians, and I'm Latin.
Yeah, that's because we communicate too, though.
But Italians, you guys are like 50 years later still holding a grudge. I'm like, God.
I will tell you that French people are like that. African people are like that too. We all grudge. We have this same way to respect other people. If my uncle doing bad thing, but I need to respect him. And the way Gia speak to Joe at my age, if I speak at the same age she had to speak to my uncle like that, he slapped me on the face at the minute. I'm not too, and you can. I will tell you that in Africa, if you don't have 40, you are like considering like a kid.
Oh no.
Except that you don't speak. It's your mother.
I mean, even
you don't speak to an adult like that.
No, Teresa doesn't stop it either. So it's like
no. But I tell you that we don't have. But but French people that say you need to get out of that class and you need to.
If you're not my mother or my father, you're fair game. I'm sorry, Uncle.
I agree too. If you're not my mother or my father, you're fair game.
I mean, it is different. I do feel like
your aunt talk to me crazy. She can hear. Girl, that's why you got left by your husband. Okay, you won't hear it.
I said that.
That's the thing, though. Like my uncle wouldn't argue with me either. You know what I mean? You know, so I really.
You see, Joe is referring him to speak with her. He tried to be calm because she's the kid and she's speaking with him very.
G is not a kid. G is not a kid.
But for me, and I tell you, for Italian family, she's always a kid. If
the rest of them are kids.
Here's the thing, guys. Right? I understand why Gio's upset. Nobody wants someone to talk bad about their father. Like I don't play about my father. If you talk crazy to my father, look at my father wrong, it's on and popping. But what Gia needs to recognize is that no one wants their father to be spoken badly about. But also, your father's no fucking angel either. So
he talks very badly about your mother on camera.
Your father doesn't mean he can treat other people like shit because people have a right to retaliate the way they want to. That's all.
And Joe kept his mouth shut. Both Gorgas kept his mouth shut for years for Teresa, and accepted Joe Giudice and all his toxicity.
Yeah. And what does that get him except for cussed out by his niece?
Exactly. He's hurt. And I don't anybody that says he's faking these scenes is ridiculous.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. I believe that.
I mean,
I will tell you that I hear his heart breaking when she's speaking. When I hate the pain, I feel it because.
Oh yeah, he's devastated. Like,
I got her, and I almost see what he's thinking. I got her in my home, baby, and I love her like she is mine, and she's speaking to. I feel his pain.
Well, they've always had this thing. I don't know what their problem is, but they've always had a little bit of like a thing. But over these last 5 years, I really thought that they were over it. Like until like his dad, after the dad died, and I'm like, okay, like, but then they were trying, and then this I don't know what happened anyway after she found Louis. I can't even blame Louis for it. But
can I say something about the dad really cool? Really quick. The dad was like. I feel like I'm going to say something real quick. I feel like both of Teresa's parents died before their time. I genuinely believe Teresa's mother died mainly because of Joe Giudice, because all that stress he put her through, making her daughter go to jail. That shit takes a toll on the mother.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the dad, he died of a broken heart.
Exactly. And then the father, he died of a broken heart too, but he also died because he was drinking bottles of Black Label. Y'all ain't see that? That man was drinking brown.
He really suffered after she died.
Are you guys forgetting that also their son decided to mortgage their home?
Oh yeah, he took the home. Oh yeah.
Listen, no. The house was paid off. I did the mortgage. Joe had equity and his dad signed it over to him so he could use it for collateral. This was like way back when. And the housing market crashed, and then the houses were not worth what they were originally when he took the loan out. And all it did was go into foreclosure. His dad did not hand over our house. He didn't steal it from them. The mortgage was literally a cash out refi, and he used it as collateral. And when it was time to pay it back, eventually he couldn't, he let the mortgage go. But the parents also did not, mom was gone and dad was living with Teresa. The house was no longer, they didn't need the house any longer, and it was paid off. So he did not steal his dad's house. He didn't need to, you know what I mean?
I think they both did. This is their relationship. Is very healthy.
Family thing. It really is.
I support Dolores in what Dolores said about like how, maybe it's for the good that they're separated now.
Right now, it is. Right now, they need therapy and the cameras to go away, and it just be Joe and Teresa, and get some family therapy and figure out what is really going on.
Can I ask y'all a real question? And I want you guys' real opinion. Do you feel like, I feel like Teresa was never going to like Melissa. I think Teresa was never going to like any woman her brother married. Do you guys feel like it's kind of like incestuous? Like, I'm not saying they had like a relationship, but do you feel like they hate?
She just doesn't know how to be friends with more than one person.
Hold on, but she got a weird possession over her brother. Like, if I had a brother and he was married, I would just get along with the woman. Like, I wouldn't do all this other
shit. She's weird. Think about what she did.
Like, she's possessive over her brother. I'm like, that's not your man, girl. That's kind of weird.
I want to know what you got. Right. She thinks she's okay. She's validated by Carlos King for blocking. Think about it. She blocked. She's proud of the fact that she was blocking her brother and his family from say she's right or wrong. I don't know who lied to who, whatever. All Carlos said was what he remembered. She is basically saying that is the entire reason. That's her entire reason for not having her brother and Melissa in their life anymore, because she was validated about the lie they told about not letting her know they were getting on the show. Even so, why the fuck are you blocking your family from getting on the show?
Right. That's what
I mean. No, listen, I kind of see where her point is on that, because the thing is, she said their relationship wasn't that good, and the show could have caused, and the show has caused turmoil within their relationship as well.
No, Sebastian, I think she wanted to be the only family member on TV. I think she wanted to be the only famous family member, and she had a problem with her brother. Because me personally, I would not have a problem with my brother being put on too. That's my brother.
You would?
No, I wouldn't have a problem.
I think it would be great. It would be fun.
I would if I was not in a good relationship with him. I would.
She's not the only cast member either. She wasn't the only. You know what I mean? Like. If she chose not to get along with them like she did, that's fine. But like, why stop them from that? They didn't need the money, but it's an experience. You have a family.
And every family has issues. Jackie punched Caroline in the face, and they were still on TV together.
Yeah. I remember Teresa goes, I don't want them on the show because it's not a family show. It's about a bunch of girlfriends. 2 sisters, a sister-in-law, Dana, Caroline, and Jacqueline. So what do you mean, Teresa, it wasn't about family? Because there were 3 sisters on the show, you and Danielle Staub, and then Melissa came along. So every excuse she used made no sense.
Because we are debunking all the myth of Housewives of New Jersey, I had a question. Is it possible Jacqueline, Dina, and Caroline get back on the show in a way or another? Or Danielle?
How would they? Which day?
It's possible Jacqueline or Gina and Caroline coming back on the show. One of
two doesn't live in New Jersey anymore.
On New Jersey.
Vegas.
And Danielle Staub she had a chance to coming back on the show.
They won't take her back either. She's a flop. She was a flop last time. But they don't. She's not friends with anybody anymore.
She doesn't friend. And Caroline. What is the situation now between Caroline and Dina?
Nothing. There's nothing.
Oh, that situation. Did you know Dina Manzo replied to someone a couple months ago? She replied to someone's Instagram comment about that situation. Yeah. I was jumping. I was like, "Oh,
what is?"
Well, you know what? She's asked She's asked so many times to please not talk about it, like about what happened with Tommy. Please don't. You know what I mean? Like, can you please not? I moved out here. I'm trying to get away from it, and all the Bravo community does is want to talk about what happened and why they're not talking. And she doesn't want that attention on her. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was good enough that she had the cameras on her and he did what he did, allegedly did what he did. He still hasn't been in court. Like, he still hasn't been sentenced. Years later. Come on.
They don't sentence him at all? They don't have a trial about that situation? I think they...
Well, Caroline and I mean, I don't think Dina will ever talk to Caroline.
But it's wrong. Caroline should have never written that letter. That's her sister.
Thank you. And she brought something up at the reunion that had, like, that Danielle had did, that again, that, it was a dicey situation.
I had a question. Why she thinks she had the right to make that letter? Why Caroline? What
she felt pressured.
By who?
Her husband. She was stuck, but I still would have hoped that my husband would understand why I don't want to write that letter.
It's her sister. She almost died.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't agree with it either. But I don't agree with Tommy. I don't agree with. It's a tough situation.
And I think a question: why her husband do that to her?
Because he's a. Never mind. I can't say. You know why? It's just because they can do it because they think they can get away with it, and they do. Think about where we're at. Think about where we're at.
Yo, hold on real quick because I'm about to get off in a little bit. Real quick, in the chat, put a 1 if you think that Teresa's possession over Joe is a little incestuous and weird.
It's not incestuous.
I just want to know if I'm the only one, if I'm reading the room wrong. Yeah.
No, I think she likes him at all. I think she hates her brother, and I don't know why. It's weird.
I don't think it's incestuous, but I think like she holds possession because like that's her little brother, and like
no, that's Sebastian.
She doesn't love him in the way she doesn't. I don't think it's just him either. I don't think, like I said, Teresa is a hard shell to crack. She can't have more than one friend at a time. It's like, and I don't know what that's called or what that is, but like she also is content with having one of everything, and like when that thing's gone and she gets the next shiny thing that looks just like it, she's fine replacing it.
Yeah.
And it's something with her, and it's not like really probably the people. It's a Teresa problem, really. But like she has that misplaced anger. Like why she? Again, I've asked her a million times, what are you angry about? What is the actual fucking problem? Like what are we still?
We don't know.
She doesn't know. She says all kinds of stuff. I love you, Lola, by the way.
Bye, Lola.
Bye, guys. Bye. It was nice talking to Curves. I love you, channel.
I'm so excited to talk to you, Lola.
Subscribe, hit the like button. Curves, I love your channel. Bye, y'all.
Where's Curves?
I think she's
right here. I was listening to y'all.
I'm sorry. Did I talk to her?
No worries. No worries. No. You guys be sure and check out Lola Lane in these YouTube streets.
Yes, I know.
Just like she has it right here. Lola, Lola space Lane. And you're going to be checking her out, going through and smash her buttons and ring her bell, you guys. That's also where you'll find Corey at that channel also. And also, Sebastian Shade, thank you for coming up. You know how much I always appreciate the POV. We can agree to disagree and agree to agree, but
it would be boring if we all agreed.
Always welcome here. I appreciate you coming up. Krista Marie, Reality with Krista Marie has a YouTube channel in these YouTube streets. You guys be sure you go through and smash her buttons and ring her bell. Now, you guys, the links to these two YouTube creators are in the freaking comments. Be sure. And then we also have Sarah Bay from Paris in my house. And I love when she comes through and shares her POV also. You guys, I appreciate all of you guys. Be sure and smash the buttons on the way out. Leave a comment. I love interacting. And I'll see you guys in the next video, Curvies. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks, you guys.